Hey y'all, happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? Hey Shaka King Black, how you doing, love? Thanks, honey, thanks for clicking the link. Can you hear me, Shaka King? Let me think this thing is up too loud. I hear crackling. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. I just came over here to talk a little bit. I said, you let me go on and get over here because by the time, child, I'll be ready to do commentary. The commentary be old. Okay, I was like, let me try to catch it by the tail end, so I can let everybody know what I think about a couple of things that I saw. Okay, honey. But anyway, if you're in the clouds and Shaka King, if you don't mind, please hit the like button. If you don't mind, please share the video if you could. Right. So anyway, Shaka King, child, I was running around trying to find a roadmap, trying to find what was going on. It was so many arguments going on yesterday. And so much begging. It was a begathon going on. It was a super crazy uh panel after panel going on. I was like, you know what? These folks around here are really losing what little bit of a mind they got left. Okay. I'm like, child, I'm starting to see things a little bit more clearly now when it comes to certain people, right? So, honey, let's start with the first one on the video. U.G.L.Y, you ain't got no teeth. Now, honey, we got to talk about the content. Let me go on and get that away out the way, right? Because you know, Lemon say he the content, right? Now, child, I messed around. And somebody please, and I think it's the truth, child. Everybody from Jay Wilson to people community walls have been talking about Lemon's picture. I guess he was in front of his bed or whatever. Child, I was like, so let me get this right, you ugly ogre. You going around talking about people, you missing teeth, your eyes going up and down from side to side and around, back again, rolling around in your head. Child, is you looking at the computer screen in your brain at the same time? I was like, what is wrong with this man's eyes? Child, I seen that picture and I like to have died. You hear me? I was like, oh my God. No wonder he always talking about people and calling people names. Because he is the ugliest Tyrannosaurus Rex on YouTube. So this what these people be going crazy over? This toothless wonder? Child. Now I was listening to Brianna yesterday, right? And it was no, it might have been Jay Wilson when he was wondering why. No, child, I think Brianna and Jay, but one of them asked, I think Brianna said it looked like he done got hit in the mouth and his tooth got knocked out because it was a little bit of tooth left in there, right? And somebody asked about him, why don't he go to a dentist? We talking about Lemon, right? Y'all please hit the like button, right? And I'm thinking, nah, his teeth rotted out. Okay, honey, that ain't nothing but rot. Honey, your teeth are rotted out. Have you ever been to the dentist in your life? I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And then, when he get caught up, and stuff, he's starting to do his press tour, right? So I heard them around their own nest. He was getting into it with people yesterday around their own nest. Now I forgot who it was, child. I listened to so many arguments. But anyway, he was getting into it around their nest. Now he got the nerve to be talking about big fat toothless wonder. How in the world can you talk? Can you even see to talk about anybody? Okay, that's why he got. He come on YouTube for validation because in real life, in his own community, I bet the little kids run from him, okay? He looked like a big, fat, wobble-eyed ogre, okay? The only thing saving him from being homeless, okay, living on the street in California in one of them tent cities, just sitting outside the liquor store every day to get some Taylor Porter, cut water, whatever he got going on right now. The only thing saving him from that is his mama. That's why when his mama was telling him to vacuum the carpet in the background, honey, he had to hurry up and do it, right? So my thing, if you, God forbid, when your mama passed away, honey, are you gonna be on the street? Are you saving up your YouTube coins, honey, to find you somewhere to live? Because, baby, right now, you 30-something years old and your mama's still telling you to vacuum the carpet. I said, it cannot be real. He on here talking, the most undesirable people on here are the ones that always talk so much. Okay? And I don't understand. I mean, I guess you got to come on and be delusional. And it be the motherfuckers with no teeth. So now you got two people around here, that's delusional, wholly delusional, but at the same time, they ain't got no teeth. The rot is not only, I'm convinced that, that rot or that lip that did something to their teeth is also doing something to their brain, right? Sure, yeah, the tooth decay. It's something else. I don't know. I don't know how to say your name, but honey, that ain't nothing but tooth decay, right? His teeth didn't get knocked out, honey. That is tooth decay. Okay, tooth decay. You get all your validation from YouTube. Okay, I understand. All these, especially these ugly motherfuckers. You can tell they ain't got no friends. You can tell they socially awkward. And number one reason why they socially awkward and so invested in YouTube because they so goddamn ugly. Okay, so it ain't no, it ain't no one. Bye bye. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But y'all, I seen that picture. Now I'm hoping that picture is fake. Now the part about him not having no teeth, and why you got that little piece of hanging tooth that look like a dagger on the side of your mouth? But you always want to talk about somebody. How do you eat on that side of your mouth? Okay, you always calling somebody old. You always calling somebody fat. You gotta drink your calories, honey. Okay, you gotta drink all that salt. That's why you so swollen. Okay, because you can't chew on the sides of your mouth because honey you ain't got no teeth. Do you chew with your two front teeth? Okay, and it's just like ugly. I can she drink through a straw? Like I'm trying to make it make sense, but anyway, what was I going to say? I just can't believe how ugly that ugly. Oh, the picture. Now one of the pictures that I saw had his eye. One eye was looking straight, but it was still looking cockeyed. The other eye was like rolled in the top of his head. I'm like, well, did somebody, make that picture up? Was that real? Was his eye really rolled in? Hey, bird, in the top of his head. Hey, bunny rabbit. I just want to know who's. I'm talking about Lemon. Now, it was his eye really rolled back up in his head like that, or did they just make it like that? Because I'm thinking, what does he have a glass eye? I'm like, chill. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I was like, oh my God. But then you wonder why so many people so invested in YouTube. Because I realize on social media, honey, in the world of the internet, child, I guess you can be anything you want to be. Okay, and I guess cute is one of them, right? Because truly we have a lot of delusional people around here. Okay, I ain't never seen nothing like it. And then you got people that will lift these people up and lie to them. Now, this ain't nothing new. You see this going on all the time. Oh, you so pretty. You look so cool. No, they telling a dang on lie. People be sending y'all out, day after day after day, having y'all thinking, uplifting your mental illness, right? So you can keep on going around acting a fool of yourself, right? So anyway, Ness had her did a panel yesterday. I understand why she don't do panels all the time anymore. Cause honey, that stuff got out of control. But one thing I noticed on Ness panel, the one argument that stood out to me was when MBK hit the link and that audio guy was up there, right? And I said, and he got up there and he immediately, MBK said that, he did hit the link, to talk to him. So evidently the audio guy be going around talking about how much money he got and all this. Now, oh, he the one got a job or something like that, MBK said. And MBK said he hit the link because, he been a long time supporter of Ness's, right? He said he hit the link to let the little fella know that no, Ninja, you ain't the only one that's got a job around here, right? I mean, child, let me tell you something. Jay Wilson be over there talking about Gen Zers as opposed to Gen X's or Gen whatever, right? Honestly, he has a point because, honey, when it comes to these little ninjas, these supposed to be men, these males these days, honey, honey, they come back. They argue better than some women, okay? Child, he was up there 40 going off, throwing threats at the man. Now, this a grown man, right? MBK is a grown man, right? He throwing threats at the man, all this and all that. And MBK got sense enough to know that if I really want to do something to you, I'm not going to make no threat to you. Okay, online, I am going to tell you I don't want no smoke with you. Right. Now, see, that told me that, you know what? NBA is not an S talker. He is a doer. Right. Now, when it comes to the audio guy, let me tell you something. The ninjas that talk like you do, you the ones ain't gonna bust a grape, okay? Cause you talk too much. All right? You talk too much, but you finally gonna run up on the right one. That's what MBK was trying to teach you yesterday, boy. But you didn't have enough sense to listen. You make you to grown people, to I guess Gen X's. I don't know what your generation. I guess they impressed by the way you talk about all this and all that. But if you're really about that life, honey, you ain't got to talk about it, okay? You a doer, not a shower, okay? And what I mean by a shower is you not a show off. You just do your thing, right? The proof is in the pudding. They see you for your works, right? So you up there doing all this threatening, and I got boys and blood this and blood that. Child, I mean, I realize I am not a person from the mean streets of California or New York or whatever. I'm just a little country girl. But honey, everywhere in the world, people know that men that talk and throw out threats like you do, those are the scary ones. Okay. Those are the ones that's not gonna bust a grape. Because if you really was about that life, you wouldn't be on this application threatening everybody. Okay, you sound like the most intimidated person on YouTube, right? But for Ness to let you get up there and go on and on and on with MBK, and MBK done had her back for so long, I found that interesting, right? It was very, very interesting. But what the man was trying to teach you, it's unfortunate that you couldn't get the lesson. See, little young ninjas like you think you know everything when you really don't know nothing, okay? And if you ever leave your mama's house and you have to stand on your own, I'm thinking you're going to be lost in this world because you don't know. A lot of these young people don't even realize what the world is about, right? Especially when you want, popping off at the mouth. See, popping off at the mouth will get you popped in the mouth, okay? And you pop off at the mouth a little bit too much. You don't have sense enough to realize that you was doing all. Y'all, please hit the like button if you don't mind. Please hit the like button. You don't have enough sense to realize that all that popping off at the mouth you did to MBK, if you do that to the right person, you won't be popping off at the mouth no more. You will never ever do that again. Because from what I understand, people come to meet people these days. And if you're doing all of you inviting people to your home and you're gonna pull up to this, that, and the other, and it sounds like you showed people your home and people know where you live and all, honey, people will honey be trying to knock on your door these days, right? And if you're the type of person like you that's got all that mouth, they're gonna be expecting you to do something. Okay, Hey to Be Sick podcast. And if you ain't ready to do nothing, honey, you put your mom and your whole family in danger because you online talking too much. You ain't scaring nobody by all that mouth, all them empty threats that you be shouting out. And that's what MBK, I hope I'm saying his name right, but I believe his name is MBK. But that's what that man was trying to teach you. And you didn't have enough sense to pick up the gem that he was trying to teach you yesterday, right? Because if you got to talk about it, you really ain't about it. Okay? People like you is a clown, even the country people like me. I'm just I'm just saying, you sound like a fool. You argue better than a female, okay? You too soft. You soft in the middle. Honey, you not even hard on the outside. You ain't even hard on the outside, crunchy on the outside, and soft on the inside like a hush puppy. Okay? You just some batter, right? Because you ain't about that life at all, right? Because even if it was me and somebody talking like that in my presence when I was younger, I'll halfway through what kind of threat I would have slapped you first. Okay, because you talk too much. And it's very, very annoying when you have to deal with people that the only thing they want to do is talk. Okay? So that's that gem that that man was trying to drop to you. And I just wanted to explain to you what MBK was trying to tell you. He was trying to tell you, Negro, you talk too much. You never shut up and you ain't going to do nothing for real anyway. Okay? Always inviting people to your space. One day somebody going to take you up on that invitation. I'm just saying that they going to see what you worth. Okay? You going to have to pay what you weigh, Negro. All right? You would have to put up or shut up. I think that's how they say it, right? Well, honey, this some of these young people for you, they don't know nothing. Just sounding real weak and ignorant. Okay. Hey, soul sister. Good morning, Miss Old Child. Oh, child, I'm doing fine. How about yourself? So anyway, I seen that around there at Nest. But like I said, I found it interesting that because MBK has been a long supporter of Ness's, how she allowed that to go on, right? You know, and like I said, I understand that she don't do panels like that all the time, but I'm like, honey, no, you need to shut audio up. You know what I mean? If that man been supporting you, but honey, it is what it is. You can't tell nobody how to run that job. But that's just my observation of it, right? Then I didn't understand why. I think Chat Rep was up there trying to get at Ghetto Intellect or at least talk about the conversation. I can't even remember if he was up there or not. But why did Brooke insert herself, or Uppity, it was one of them. But at one point in time, Brooke inserted herself as if she had, been one of the victims of ghetto, right? But she wasn't on the side of a Uppity or a Sheffy or a Room Shaker. Honey, she was on the side of the Negro, right? And we talked last time we talked, which was the other day. I was talking about how women. I blame a lot of women for how these males. I ain't gonna call them men. These males go around disrespecting them, right? Online and offline, right? Because we know a man will only treat you how you allow him to treat you, right? Because you set the tone, right? If you give him the sense that he can run all over you and do and say anything he wants to do to you, honey, that's what he gonna do. Okay? You set the tone, right? But especially when your dignity and your self-respect is up for sale, they're gonna treat you like that, right? They're gonna feel like you that way, right? Because they think they can walk all over you. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And you can't do that, right? But I don't understand why I didn't get why Brooke was, upset why she eat. What does she have to do with the conversation? But that's just me anyway. That's what I seen on Ness's channel. Ness started out talking about Jay Wilson, getting his face being shaved and all of this and all of that, and saying that they was over there lying to him about him looking 15, 20 years younger and all of this and all of that. Now I seen the picture. I don't like a man with hair on his face. That's not my thing. Uh, so I mean, like he looked better than me, but maybe that's just me, child. I don't know, but he looked better than me. But it is what it is, child. When you show yourself online, people just want something to talk about. But Lemon, now you are now and forevermore ugly. Why do you want to take that do rag off, right? I seen a picture of Bertha May. I hope y'all can hear me, but I got this phone. I'm not the phone in my hand. Bertha May had a picture of John Amos with that receding hairline, and she's thinking that's the reason why you won't take that do rag off because your ugly ass got a receding hairline, child. And I believe it. I believe, or you either got a receding hairline or you got one of them heads like one of them retarded children. You have to wear them helmets. Now I'm gonna go on. I'm not even gonna worry about the receding hairline, and I'm thinking you one of them kids that had to wear a helmet when you was a kid. That. That's what I'm going for. Okay, you ain't the one to be on here calling nobody ugly. Now let's expound on it a little bit, right? Now the second thing on my thing, I think it say payola. What does it say? Payola for what, y'all? I can't remember my. But somebody please type my title in the chat. It's payola for something. But anyway, let's talk. But that's what I got to say about the ugly part. So Lemon was doing his tour yesterday. Him and Ghetto, right? Now let me tell you something. So I listened to Brianna's video, right? It was good. The next video was good. Then I went and did listen to. Then I listened to Brianna's video, right? Okay, thank you, Cosmic Girl. Yeah, payola for a pass. Thank you, girl. Right. Thank you so much, Cosmic Girl. You are a lifesaver. Because y'all know when I get to talking, child, and I can't even see the whole title of the video at the top of YouTube. But anyway, this is why I say payola for a pass, right? So I'm listening to Brianna yesterday, and she up there dragging Lemon, right? Now she dragging him real good, right? Cause she know Lemon don't like her, and Lemon he don't like her, but child, I guess they play the game, right? Now this got to do with payola for dignity and respect, payola for rebranding, payola for everything. Okay. Now let me tell you something. So I'm listening to the Brianna, and she dragging him. She dragging him about his California King, and he ain't got no headboard, right? She dragging him about his the fact that his tooth done got rotted out on the side, but she think his tooth got knocked out. I say it's still tooth decay, right? That's what I call it, right? That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, right? So anyway, he hits the link eventually, right? I said, oh, she was dragging him so bad he had to hit the link to try to plug the leak or whatever, right? With his ugly ass, right? So he hit the link. He said he hit the link to prove that he got a headboard. Now, mind you, this is a 30-something-year-old man. Brandon said it looked like he in a twin bed or a full-size bed or something, and he ain't got no headboard, right? So, child, he hits the link to prove that he got a headboard, right? Number one, he said he ain't got no smaller bed. He got a California King bed. Now, that bed don't look like no California King to me, but he said he got a California King bed, right? So then, bye-bye. He goes over to show his headboard. Let me know if y'all can hear me real good enough, right? Because the phone ain't in my hand. Child, I'm trying to multitask, right? But anyway, he goes on to talk about his headboard, right? Now, I don't understand how you got a California King bed and your headboard looks like it fit a twin bed or a full-size bed, right? So his explanation for that is he didn't buy his headboard and his California King bed at the same time, right? So I'm thinking, if you bought the bed first, why would you buy a headboard that's too small to fit your bed? Now I'm thinking I'm trying to make this make sense, right? So you got a big old California King bed, and your headboard just fit a full size bed, right? I'm like, but you didn't get it you didn't buy it at the same time. I'm thinking, nigga, whatever kind of bed you got, you went out to a dump. You was walking down the street. Now here's my theory. My theory is, uh, and I came with good conscience say he got a California King bed, and I don't care, but okay, whatever kind of bed he got, right? I'm thinking he was walking one day down the street, and he seen a headboard up against the trash can, or somebody was getting ready to throw it out, okay? And he done picked that headboard up and brought it to his house, right? And put it behind his bed, right? Now, it seemed like the headboard is still, whether it's a California King, a Queen, a King, a full size, or whatever, the headboard still seems like it's a headboard for a twin bed, right? So, but even though that headboard is too small for your bed, you still gonna put it behind your bed. But then you want to turn around and lie and say you bought the headboard and the bed separately. My thing is, if you bought the bed first, why in the world would you purchase a headboard that's too small for your bed? See how that don't make no sense? Don't you know that look funny? That don't make no sense. So my theory is that he found a headboard, honey, that was in a trash can or on the side of the street, getting ready to be thrown away, and he picked it up and put it behind his bed so he can say he got a headboard. Okay, so He come on there to prove that, right? Then they start talking about some random other stuff, right? But here go to Payola. Oh, and Ghetto Intellect hit the link, right? Now Ghetto Intellect is on a rebranding / apology tour, right? So what he's doing now to get everybody to forget the disrespect that he showed Sheffy and Room Shaker, to get everybody to forget about that, because a whole lot of people didn't appreciate that. To get everybody to give him a pass on that, he figured out he started giving out some change. Him and Lemon, but Ghetto figured, okay, so first I think Pizarro hit the link. She was asking for a cash out for the school kids or something like that, the school fund. He said he was gonna send that. And then, honey, it was like a tidal wave of begging. It turned into a begathon, right? And I don't know who else Ghetto said he was going, but he been hollering about Cash App since he let that raggedy stuff come out of his mouth, right? So he on a payola for a pass tour, right? So they gets up there talking to Lemon. Oh, and I think Lady Nika said down in the chat she was either talking to Lemon or Ghetto Intellect. She's like, "You didn't send me my cash out, right?" And I was like, "What, child?" And then I wonder what went through SK's mind after seeing the person he was lusting after for so many years, decaying teeth and alcohol. Nothing probably went through his mind. He probably was still good with it because, honey, he wasn't worried about his teeth. You know what I mean? Or his alcoholism. He was worried about something else. He was worried about his cheeks. Honey, he was worried about his peach. Or he was worried about his banana. That's what he was focused on. Okay. Like a lot of these lemonettes around here. They don't care what his face look like. Honey, he still is the apple of their eye, child. Okay? Because they live in a land of illusion just like he do. Okay? Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. Please share the video if you could, right? So anyway, Lemon is up there on the link. And Brianna, he started talking about he ain't drunk no what do you call it, Taylor Port, and he drinking cut water, right? So Brianna was like, send me a what do you call it, cash app, and I'll get me some cut water, child. She goes online and look and see what the cut water, how much the cut water costs. Then Pizarro says, send me a cash app for cut water. Nika already in the chat saying you owe me a cash app. Now I can't remember if she was talking about Ghetto or Lemon, but honey, it turned into a begathon around her on Brianna Simone's Pettyville channel. And I was like, what the hell is going on? But the funny thing, the thing that I found interesting, right? Because Lemon, honey, he clearly hold the purse strings right here. Honey, he got payola for rebranding him and Ghetto. He got payola for friends, so people won't talk about him. He doing payola for people can sit on his channel, his panel, certain people like Tracy or whatever else, right? You just paying for friends with your ugly ass, right? And so anyway, honey, it's a whole begathon going on. A cut water begathon, a back to school begathon. You ain't sent me my cash app yet. From Lady Nika begathon. I was like, they just begging, begging, begging. And what I found interesting is Nika, Pizarro, and Brianna, they all supposed to have men, right? Now, if y'all all supposed to have men, why in the world? Now, this ain't nothing new, but it was a fact just about how, times must be really hard. Honey, and these cash outs must be really drying up around here, right? Because, honey, that was on them cash outs like a swarm of bees, okay? Like a swarm of bees yesterday. I said, what in the world is going on? They said these niggas want to pass, so I might as well go to take advantage of it and ask for a cash out because they know they was wrong. They know the peoples didn't like it, so they're more likely to send us a cash out to help revive to help people forget about the raggedy stuff that they said about undesirable women when Ghetto was going around doing that whack stuff until he got called out on it, right? I was like, child, so he paying for a rebranding. They going for it. You know what I mean? Now, and then, what's his name? Oh, ugly ass Lemon. Okay, you don't even like Brianna, but if it's to your advantage, okay, to keep getting viewership over there and to get her to stop dragging your ugly, goofy ass, You gonna say, well, I send you cash out for the cut water. Let me know how it is and all of this and all that. They start talking about the flavors of the cut water. Child, I still don't understand what cut water is, okay? But they talking about the flavors of the cut water and blah blah this and blah blah that. So honey, they was begging on the basis of cut water. But I how do y'all men I guess the men they fool with allegedly don't even mind them begging online, okay, for money and cash apps or whatever. Now I can about understand why I get why Brianna may be begging for cash apps online because I'm sure her funds have been greatly depleted since she been fooling with that man and his children. Okay, so when you are the head of the household, honey, and when you are the one that's bringing home the bacon and frying it up at the same damn time, your funds gonna be depleted. Okay, so maybe that's why she on the begging train so much. And far as Pizarro, child, she got to keep up with her and visit sound bites, but probably her gambling addiction and her drug addiction or whatever she got going on. But you better be worried. You better be, you child, it ain't about no cut water or no crab legs, okay, for real, right? So you got her begging and Nika around her, she just begging. It's the one that she didn't hit the link and say, I'm hurting, but I'm here. Can I get a cash app? So, she want a new quaff. Can she get a cash app? But anyway, it was a whole Begathon, right? So I seen it. I was like, well, damn. And she noted, and they knew that Lemon and Ghetto was going to be desperate enough to send them cash apps because they know the effort that they done. Now, do I mind them getting that change out of a Lemon or a Ghetto? No, I don't. It's just the fact that the optics, it'd be the optics for me, right? We talked about optics the other day, right? When you are selling, there is no amount of money, let me reiterate, please hit the like button, y'all, that can get me to sell my dignity and self-respect, right? So when Brianna, for instance, was over there, asking Lemon for a cash out and they was making nice with each other, child, and he hit the link, I guess they really don't mind talking about each other for real. You know what I mean? But Lemon still don't like her for whatever reason, but they will coexist, right? They will coexist on the basis of YouTube, right? You use me, I use you, we'll be okay, right? So he know he had to come over there and make nice. Okay, that's why he was so free with the coin. Ghetto know he had to come over there and make nice. They was asking for money all day yesterday, right? And he was like, okay, let me write this down because I'm gonna forget. Okay, trying to give reparations to some of these women around, some of the content creators that are women around here, because he know that he done offended a lot of people because a lot of people was talking bad about what he was saying. But I guess he figured if I give them enough cash apps, if I give them enough payola, him and Lemon, they'll forget about it and they'll get off my back, right? So see, that's what's going on. So we gonna leave with the purse. Him and Lemon, right? Catch the tea, catch what's going on. I seen it, child. I seen it, right? So anyway, that happened. Um, that was the highlight of my whatever for Brianna's thing, right? I just found it very interesting because it don't matter how these Negroes talk to you. I guess they all maybe into the and Sheffy was on one yesterday. Child, she was all over the place arguing, trolling. She was out of control. I didn't know what was going on with Sheffy. Right? I guess she couldn't take it no more, child. I was like, "Oh Lord, is she okay?" Now please hit the like button, right? And but honey, they was doing their apology tour with their purse, right? Which I don't blame the ladies for knowing that they gonna pay up because they are in crisis mode. You know what I mean? But it's just the fact, the optics. It was the optics, okay? Like I said, it was just the optics. It is what it is. But God dog, it was a bigger fun, right? So okay, they have the Rihanna thing. I don't know something else, whatever else went on. I probably forgot about it. But that big and stuff really that really stood out to me, right? And child and Brianna, let me tell you something, girl. It don't matter what nobody say. As long as you happy, I'm happy for you. But girl, child, you got to feel you. I mean, do you miss the days when you just had to take care of yourself? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make it make sense, and I'm gonna leave it right there, right? So, cause honey, whatever make for happy, I'm happy for them. Okay, God please hit the like button, right? If you happy, I'm happy for you. But I be god darn, okay, child, I'm not gonna be the head of the household. All right, I'm just saying, I no, and I got a man in the house, so he gonna be the head of the household. All right, I'm just saying. But anyway, that's just a little food for thought. Pick the gym up, keep it down, don't appreciate it, whatever you gotta do, but it ain't working for me. And it go for all of them, okay? Everybody on it. Now I heard women, I heard they was tricking around there at limits too for payola, right? So that y'all supposed to be sending pics to these men for cash apps. Child, times is getting hard around here. They sending coochie pics. They sending tallywhacker pics. Child, they sending pics all over the place. But guess what, y'all? This ain't even the first time that this done been done on YouTube, right? It's a lot of people that got a lot of new pics on the internet, right? When I was over there in the old black sector going back and forth with the manosphere, you had them thirsty heifers over there sending all kind of pics to the manosphere in the background, right? For payola, right? What was that girl that used to send all them pics for money? It was somebody in the black sector over there sending out, had all her coochie out on several photos for payola around her to the minister. I forgot her name, but honey, this is the first time I ain't, and there was one around there that used to take showers for the men's child to get cash apps and and all of this and all of that. And then you wonder why they, like I said, they feel so emboldened to treat some women the way they treat them, honey, because they paying for them to do it. Okay. I was like, baby, anything strange would change. Honey, a lot of these females around here will do it. But this ain't the first time I heard of what's going around their own limits. Now, it is the first time that, who was that that said, now I don't mean no harm. Don't shoot the messenger. I was listening to somebody's video, and they were saying, who was that saying that? Oh, my God. Um, Oh, it was QB of the Midwest. Bye bye. QB of the Midwest in the video the other night, right? I think it was the trapper, or whatever, right? And he was talking about these men that does send these tallywhacker pics to certain people, right? Hey Bashful B, how you doing? Listening. Oh, thank you. Yeah, y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video, but please hit the like button, right? So QB was he doing his tracker, right? And I was getting a good look. I was getting a good look Kiki out of that tracker. Child on that tracker, they be tearing people up. And then something came up, something happened, and QB started talking about O.D.S. And mother, I think it was O.D.S. and Treasure Lane, I think. And he was saying that O.D.S. was a connoisseur of tallywhacker pics, right? He said O.D.S. be collecting tallywhacker pics. I was like, baby. He said he was a connoisseur of tallywhacker pics. And then he said something about KRN and Treasure Lane bragging about something like that. Then he had what's that boy's name? Then he had Waterheads tallywhacker pics. And he was like, you done made it, or you done something, or you desperate, or you threw you something when you give Treasure Lane your tallywhacker pic. He said Treasure Lane was right up bragging about seeing KR's tallywhacker, I guess via a pic or whatever, right? I was like, right. And then they and then they got me to thinking what Treasure Lane was talking about when me and Waterhead was into it. I guess I said something about Waterhead's tallywhacker, and then he was like, well, Miss Olivia, you lied about KRN's tallywhacker because I know it's a nice size or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean. But I'm just being messy. I don't know what size it got. I ain't never seen it, child. But that, but QB was right up talking about them being connoisseurs of tallywhacker pigs. That brought that to my. I said, baby, You yeah, I was ashamed when I got a when I go when I have to go around, right, and try to find my own recaps of Taco Bell because it can get kind of hairy around here. Okay, but don't shoot the messenger. But if you didn't hear it, Trajan Lane or O.D.S, QB pretty much said that he feels like that you guys are connoisseurs of tallywhacker picks. Okay, now I would like now y'all know I have questions, okay? And I'm just wanting to know, since they are such connoisseurs allegedly of tallywhacker picks, what it is that they're doing with those tallywhacker picks. I'm just asking for myself. I just but don't shoot the messenger. But if I ain't heard that from around to child QB's video from the tracker, I was getting my whole entire life. Honey, I said, oh, and then they went over there, and I don't know what Room Shaker did to them or whatever, but baby, they was over there roasting the hell out of Room Shaker. Child, I think they turned over. It got so deep around there, and they was talking about Room Shaker. QB wouldn't even read some of it. I was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. What in the world? what what is they saying? But babe, I don't. I just don't understand. But anyway, that was a good video I saw too. Listen to QB and the tracker thing, right? And oh my God, even Five Babe the other day, she was around there now. It started with Heidi, right? She said Heidi was around her line and stuff, right? Then she came back and did another video, and she said she tired of people trying to, pretty much, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? But clearly, Five Babe don't see it that way, okay? And she called out some people that she said she felt like was copying her copying the Babe, right? She called out Kimmy. She called out, I think, Ness. It was Kimmy Ness and somebody else, right? But honey, she said she tired of him, tired of them. And maybe it was Heidi too, right? But thank you, Trey. And honey, she said she was tired of them trying to act like the Babe, right? Now, imitation may in fact be the highest form of flattery, but Five Babe said she done had enough of it. She tired of y'all biting off of her, and y'all ain't doing it right anyway. Okay, y'all can never be the Babe. All right. That's basically what she was trying to say. All right. She's saying y'all just like a fake Louis Vuitton bag that you get for $50 at the flea market. Y'all just a whole bunch of bad knockoffs. Basically, in my mind, that's what she was saying. A whole bunch of fake Louis and Fendi's and whatever else. Y'all just with the strings hanging out on the side and the logo ain't right. Y'all was just a bad imitation. That's what she was saying. In my opinion. So I don't know. And she said she be trying to walk with God, but don't try her because y'all must have forgot who she was. Okay. Now, honestly, I can understand where she is coming from with that. I get it. Okay. People be forgetting, or it be new people, and they just don't realize and they try to come for you and they have you mistaken, right? So I get that. I really do get it. I think people be forgetting, or either they just don't know because they ain't been around here for a long time. And then you get verbally mollywopped across the head, then your head starts spinning around like you the Exodus trying to figure out what the hell went on. But what the hell went on is had you had folks misunderstood. You had folks mistaken. Okay. See, that be happening, right? And so, anyway, Five Babe did that. That was going on. I heard that. She's out and she out and it's getting close. To 45 hours with the Babe. I'm hoping some good content gonna come out of it. Cause it seemed like if Five Babe can't do nothing, it seemed like she can have fun. Okay. And if I was the type of person to go to any kind of cation, that would be the cation I would go to because I know that I would have a good time. Okay. I know that I would have a good time. And QB, I was just, QB around it because he gonna be at the cation. Honey, he said he done party with Five Baby before, and he done had to tap out. And I was like, you know what? I can believe it. I can't believe it. She looked like she a good time. I'm just saying. So I'm sure they're gonna have fun on occasion, and good for them. They won't be bored, and all of this and all of that there. Okay. So, but I hope we get some, I hope, the people come back and share some pics or something so we can get a little bit of content out of it. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. So anyway, speaking of occasions, let me get to my last thing that I had on the list. What did I say? Uh Shoot. Let me try to find, tricked out of vacation, right? So we talked about, okay, so I heard, and also before I get to that, speaking of limiting them, after they left Breeze, I told you with the Pizarros, the begging continued. A couple of people got up there, they were swinging and banging and banging and so, right. And two of the people that were up there banging back and forth with each other was Brian and this Heat, right? So I don't know what this Heat was so hyped up about. I don't know if something was said before. I don't know if Brian said something to her first down in the comment section, or she said something to him. But honey, he was up on that link. He was talking crap to this Heat, and then eventually she hit the link, honey, and they start going back and forth for a very long time. Ugly up there was trying to interject, and big mouth and horse mouth Dory was up there trying to get her 2 cents in, which I mean, like Dory, Ugly, J Dunn, all these people are kind of in the same boat to me. It's just annoying as hell. Okay, and there's some more of them too. I just got to think about it, but it's a couple of more of them too. Just annoying as hell, interjecting. Ain't never got a damn storyline. Just want to be seen. Just want to make it about them. But honey, this Heat and Brian was going back and forth so deep, honey, they went back and forth so long. Pizarro was like, hey, we got to change the subject, basically, right? So by the end of it, though, it was like, this Heat. Brian said that he had got $1,000 out of this Heat and all of this, and I was like, what? What is going on? Some more payola, child, some more payola. And honey, Jay Wilson must have heard that, because why was Jay Wilson, of all people, talking about Brian on her begging when Jay Wilson? I guess he think what he do ain't begging, right? It ain't payola. Because he right, the people want to give me A, B, C, and D. It's because Jay Wilson, you be begging. You be begging your peoples and they be obliged. You be dry begging. You be throwing hints. See, here's the thing about that, right? When you get these channels, it's like the cult mentality, right? You can literally train people to give to you, right? There are a couple of people on here that got, the gift to gab enough or either the people feel sorry for them to just naturally want to give to them, right? Jay Wilson is one of them. He does that. And who else is that got that naturally? And for some of them, they feel sorry for you, feel sorry for your lifestyle, and they'll give to you, right? So I don't know if Brian is one of them kind of people, but I heard him or Jay Wilson saying that. No, I heard Brian saying that. I don't know if this was when he was in the hospital sick or something, that somebody gave him $400-500. He said this Heat, it went from this Heat giving him $100 to giving him $1,000, right? I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on, right? So anyway, it'll be a whole lot of people in people pocketbooks, okay? It's a whole lot of people that honey be opening their purses for some of these content creators, right? And I was like, child, do your thing, chicken wing or whatever, right? You can't tell nobody how to donate to. You can't tell nobody, how to spend their money. It is what it is. That I ain't trying to clock you. I'm just saying it's very interesting, right? So anyway, they was up there good, just going back and forth forever. So I didn't see the end of the video, but eventually they calmed down and start talking decent to one another, right? So I don't know when it occurred, but eventually those two ended up on Brian's link. Brian did a video, and evidently, from what I understand, and I didn't have time to go back and look at it, right? And but from what I understand, Brian and his Heat ends up uh what do you call it, on the link together, right? Because Brian hit the link, and I'm assuming Heat jumped up on the panel, right? Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. So she jumped up on the panel, and I seen Brian's second video, a little bit of it, and he was like, "I'm not even gonna argue with Ness." Now let me tell you what led me to Brian's video. What led me to Brian's video was Ness did a real short video, right? And she was pissed off in that video, right? Because she said after all this time, this heat is still going around talking about her. She was like, girl, you gone and forgotten about, ain't nobody thinking about you no more. She called her all of these kind of names. And then she was talking about, Brian. So I didn't even know, but Brian Post had been going on the Nestcation, right? To Seattle or somewhere, right? And also it was something talked about that on Bizarro's channel, and somebody asked Brian, was him and Ro gonna get it on or something like that? At first Brian said yeah or maybe or something like that, but I was thinking Brian at the time was wanting to get it on with Shaquem for whatever reason, right? Because he was like Ro got a Vienna, tallywhacker, and wouldn't be able to do with him. But I'm thinking he was thinking that Shaquem may be able to do something for him, right? And so, okay, that happened over there. So, right, so he over there talking. So Ness over there talking, and she going off, right? She going off on Brian and Brian and this heat, right? So I don't now I feel like Ness. Now this so-called relationship that y'all had has been over with for a couple of years. Why you can't let it go? You acting like Jay Dunn. Child, you can't let, I mean, right, got a talent for begging. I know that's right. uh why you can't let it go, right? So anyway, Vern say they talking on the panel, right? And he felt like he was defending Ness the whole time she was up there saying whatever it is that she was saying about Ness, right? He said he don't understand. So Ness did her video, and he did his video, and Ness did the video that she did talking about Brian and he because of what she seen on Brian's channel, right? And plus he supposed to be going to the Cation. So he says that he was defending her the whole time, and all this and all that. And let's probably feel like it. We supposed to be so cool, and you come to Seattle and all of this and all that. Why did you let her sit up there and say all that stuff about me in the first place? Okay, and I'm thinking she thinking whether you trying to defend me or not, it's just the fact that you up there saying it, right? So now he done got disinvited to the Seattle Cation or whatever, and he said he ain't gonna have no smoke for Ness or whatever, right? For whatever reason, right? I think he know he was wrong, but then he was acting like, but I didn't do nothing. I was defending you. No, what you did wrong, Brian, was you let this heat sit up there and trick you out of your Cation, right? So clearly she in her feelings because that's gonna seem to me when it come to you anyway, Brian, since she done gave you payola before, she's wanting to manipulate you out your trip, and that's what she did. You let her sit up there and say all that stuff about Ness, even though you was defending Ness, you still let her sit up. You didn't stop her in her tracks. You still let her sit up there and say it. So that's why you got disinvited. Now Jay Wilson, he was talking about it. I think that's where I heard about it first. As a matter of fact, Jay Wilson said he feels like that Ness got a real fragile ego, and that's another reason why you got disinvited, right? And so, but for you let her manipulate you out of going to Seattle. Cause didn't you know that Ness was gonna feel some kind of way, and she was gonna disinvite you because of her mind? And I understand where she's coming from. You seeming like you suspect. Okay, you up here acting like you defended me, but you still letting you still letting Heat sit on this panel and say all this stuff about me. So of course she was gonna disinvite you, and then you acting like, wow, I can't believe she did that. Why you acting like, wow, you can't believe she did it? Because you did what you did. That's why you got disinvited, right? And that's what this Heat wanted. Now I agree with with Ness or Jay Wilson or whoever said that you pretty much allowed her to manipulate you at that trip, right? So now it ain't gonna be no tallywhacker. You ain't gonna meet what is his name? Shakim's tallywhacker or nothing. You ain't gonna be able to do that in Seattle because you done got disinvited, right? And he said he ain't gonna go back and forth with Ness. We gonna have to see or whatever. But Brian, at the end of the day, honey, it's your fault you got disinvited, right? Because this feels like you was not loyal to her. right? And I kind of understand where she's coming from because I wouldn't want you to come see me after all that stuff that you got going on with this heat anyway. What if y'all got something planned in the background? What if you planning on? I'm not saying that you are, but what in her mind, she thinking, well, hell, was he planning to sabotage my trip? What's really going on? I don't know. Like I can't trust him no more, right? So that's why you got disinvited to go to her, her hometown, right? So I get that. But child, y'all, I seen that, right? I also tried to go over there. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I really wanted to go over there and see what ugly ass Lemon was talking about on his channel. I made it a few minutes. The what I heard was pretty much a nothing burger. Oh, and Nika, let me tell you this: Nika and Brianna and ugly ass Bizarro, they ain't the only one who was begging. Tracy was on somebody's channel. Whose channel was that? She was begging for her $20 cash out too. I think that might have been Bazaar's channel. So, honey, lemon, honey, you done gave half of your YouTube check out, honey, for payola. Yo, honey, you overlooking ugly mofo, honey, baby, you done gave half of your YouTube check out for payola, child. I was like, oh, but you know what? That's what you get. You gotta pay to play around here, child. You so ugly and goofy. You got to pay to play. Okay, child. Brian is behind on bills and rent, so he took that money from Heath. So he had to let her do that. Well, London Bride, you got a point. And maybe that's because he had been giving her payola. And maybe when he was saying she gave him $1,000, maybe she did give him upwards of $1,000 in small increments because Ness was over there saying she was paying after Wazoo for her DoorDash alone. She said every time she had this heat buying her DoorDash, it was from 5-star restaurants, and none of them DoorDash meals was under $60. I was like, baby. So, maybe Brian was telling the truth and told her she did give him upwards of $1,000. Who knows, child, right? So, but I'm just like, it's a whole lot of people got, that pay to play around here. I'm like, oh my goodness, right? A whole lot of people in the background doing this, that, and the other, and then you end up getting caught up. You know what I mean? And so you have to understand why. I understand why Ness disinvited him. Okay, because he in the background with this heat. Then I'd have been thinking, well, hell, they gonna try to sabotage my case. No, you can't come. All right. I was like, shut up. AG's Comfort, did you hear him practically begging this on his platform this morning? I heard him saying that he wasn't gonna argue with her. Heard him talking about he was disinvited. Now I didn't listen to it long enough to hear him begging, but I mean, I really know that it seemed like he wanted to go on that trip, and it seemed like he really wanted to meet Shakim or Shakim's tallywhacker or something, child. I don't know, right? And so, but what did I hear him talking about? He got to go out and put a trash bag on his window because his window's still supposed to be busted. And he got to put one of them trash bags on. Now I think it was a joke. Now hopefully he went on and got his window fixed. Brian, I was never in the background with he. Oh, Brian, and I never begged. Now I didn't say you was begging. I said that you said she gave you upwards of she said that you said. I mean, I said that you said that this heat gave you $1,000. Was that true or not, or was you just trying to make her mad? Now I know she said she gave you $100, but is it true about the $1,000? And sometimes when people got their purse strings open and they paying to play, you ain't got to beg them, honey. They just know what they got to do. They know they got to have their purse strings open. Okay. I'll hit the link to clear it up. Okay, well, let me drop it. No problem. No problem. Hold on. He was begging for her to let him go. And she said she has to. I guess you got to pay about it. Okay, let me get this link from Brian, y'all. Hold on. Let me copy it. Okay, I got to copy. I'm gonna drop it, Brian, because I really nothing wrong with trying to clear a thing up. I'll tell you that. Let me paste it. There you go. I dropped it. Let me know if you need. Hey, Diamond B, do you see it, Brian? Let me know if I got to drop it again. But well, hey, Barbara Warren and Brian, I'm glad you saw the light. Best of luck. What do you see the light about, Barbara? Y'all, please hit the like button if you don't mind. Please share the video if you care. But please take a moment to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. It helps the video get in the algorithm. Y'all know how that go, okay? Brian, let me know if I gotta drop the link again. And so, Charlie, that's what's going on. And of course, like I said, Jay Wilson is getting his whole life about it. Um, you know, Give it his commentary, child. Give it his commentary. All right. Like I said, it's a shame when I gotta go around here and get my own. I find my own road map. Hold up, here go Brian. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me put up my thing and make sure it's Brian, child, because people will be trying it. Okay, ain't nobody got time for all that bomb and miss and all of this and all that.
Hey, yeah,
Is
this
this
is
you,
me.
Brian?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
And so, yeah, what did you want to clear? What did I get wrong about the commentary, love?
Well, I wasn't behind the scenes with this heat.
Okay.
That she, I haven't spoken with her. I do have her email. We've shared emails before,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't talked to her like in over maybe I want to say a year and some change. I
Oh
don't
wow.
I don't talk to this heat behind the scenes. She
Uh-huh.
yesterday I was in Pizarro's chat and she just randomly gave me a comment and added me and said, "Ed Brian, I hope you're not a follower or don't be a follower or something like that."
Why do you
And
think she said that, Brian, to you? Because that's what
I,
started the argument, right?
yeah, and I
Because
just
I talked
responded to
about
her.
you and her getting into it on Pizarro's. Why do you
Yeah,
think she said that?
I don't know. And all I did was respond to her and I was like, a follower to who? Be more
Mm-hmm.
specific.
Well, she
Like
was
tell
talking
me.
about Ness. But go ahead.
Well,
Mm.
I I didn't know who she was talking about because I don't talk to her. I don't when I see her, we don't speak to each other. We just be like around each other in the
Yeah. Well,
chats.
thanks for clearing that up because I was asking a question. Now, I did ask, is they talking in the background? Like, what's going on? But okay.
No,
Thanks for answering
no.
that for me. Yeah.
And for this person in the chat that said I'm behind on my bills, that's why I let this heat up. See, that's how lies get spread. Like and
Yeah.
and people can say what they want to say. I don't talk to this heat on no everyday regular basis.
Yeah.
Like I can't even tell you what our last email was about. I think
Mm.
I think it was me wanting to get in contact with Ness, and she contacted Ness, and Ness said it was okay for me to have her email.
Oh
That was
wow.
the
Hey, Miss
last.
Lee. But let me ask you this. Okay, so she said what she said in the
Mhm.
comment section of Pizarro's, right?
Hmm.
And you said what you said from the thing. Now after she hit the link at first, when y'all was going back and forth and all of this and all that, like what made y'all back because y'all was going back and forth for a long time. Why was it so much rah rah? Like what brought that on, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, because when she said that, I was mad about that. So I hit Pizarro link, and I think in the midst of talking to chat rap and just participating in the mess, I was about to drop down, and I said I think I might have gave this heat a little bit too much. Like I might have called her out, and I might have came at her in a hostile way because I was like, "Who's a follower?" And
Mm-hmm.
I could see where she took that the wrong way,
Mm-hmm.
and she hit the link and we went at it and we started
Yeah.
cussing each other out. But
Yeah.
I never had a desire to get out of line with her, get out of
Oh,
pocket with her. And
so she came at
you
you the
know,
wrong way first.
but I was glad that we was able to talk about it, calm
Yeah, because
down.
by the end of it, y'all was kind of came to a sort of understanding, right?
Well, yeah, and then she came to my platform.
I
So
know that's
right
what I was
after,
going to ask you about. But see, here's the thing. I'm glad y'all came to a conclusion or whatever, right?
mm-hmm.
But I said earlier in my commentary, and I don't know that you heard it. I feel like she manipulated you out of your spot, and this is a vacation, right?
And
Because
how
why
is
is
that
you
though?
still on Brian's channel? Wait a minute, talking
Uh-huh.
about her to the degree that you were talking about her, and y'all been done for years. And I heard you say that I was defending you, Ness, the whole time she was up there talking about you. But Brian, the reason why I think Ness disinvited you to the occasion is now I kind of agree with Jay Wilson when he say Ness, got a fragile ego And in Ness mind, because you know her and he been going back and forth for years on and off, right? And
Hmm.
and that's another reason why I feel like she manipulated you at your spot. But do you understand where Ness was coming from? Thinking there might have something been going on in the background, or even though you
Well,
tried yourself to defend her, the fact was you let her get up there and say all that stuff in the first place. That's what she was upset about.
well, I just got through from speaking with Ness. She actually
Uh-huh.
hit my platform,
Okay.
and I want to give you a new drama alert because she just threw a wrench directly at Rodney's face, and
Okay.
Rodney is going to be responding to her like she just called his ass out. Excuse my language. She just called him out and told him, "I don't want to be around you if you're gonna be like." She just totally just called his behind out and threw it directly at his face. And
Oh
I'm
wow.
so anxious to hear. He's running errands right now. He's going to go live, and I want to hear his response because the way she just did
Okay,
him.
so what was you and Ness talking about on your live today? So is this
Well,
after she did that? Wait a minute, baby. Is
yes,
did you
ma'am.
hear that video, that 16-minute video that she did?
Yeah, and I did
Okay.
another one after the video. I did another video last night in response to that,
Yeah,
and
because
then
you
I.
said you weren't gonna argue with her. I seen that, a little bit of
Mhm,
that. Yeah.
mhm. And
So
then
she hit your link today.
yes, she did. Yes, ma'am. Like
Okay,
maybe
what
like
happened
20,
today, baby? What happened
maybe
today?
like 20 minutes ago. We just
Oh,
I
okay,
just got.
what happened?
Well, I mean, she just basically said that she's going to think about it. She under like there's no bad blood between us,
Okay.
and I told her, and I know I heard somebody say I was begging her. I was not begging her, but I made plans to go, and I would
Yeah,
still love to go to Seattle.
yeah.
I can still go to Seattle, but I'm talking about the
In this
Nest case.
case.
She's the host of that. She
Yes.
has activities planned that she's talked about that I'm interested in going to with the collective, with the beast of
Mm-hmm.
the collective. That's
Right.
not begging, and I can say that I'm disappointed that I'm uninvited. I can be a man and say that hurt my feelings, and I'm disappointed because I made
Yeah.
plans, and there's nothing wrong with having real
But do you
feelings.
see where she was coming from though at first?
Absolutely, I do. I
Yeah,
do. I
yeah.
do.
But do you feel like Ness not Ness, but do you feel like this he manipulated that situation?
No, because this heat
I
had
do.
the right to talk as well. And you know what it showed me about this heat? That she reminds me of Tommy a little bit. You're still
Mm.
angry about it. You
Oh.
you're still, because you still want her. You still love
Mm.
her. That's the only reason why you would be so passionate like that to go as far as talking about her parenting and
Yeah,
all the things that was talked about last night.
yeah. So you thinking in her mind, cause she's so passionate, she ain't moved on yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because only a scorned person would
Yes.
come up and talk like that about that girl. You ain't been able to move on. Ness ain't said nothing about this heat at all.
Yeah, she don't like to talk. She don't like to bring it up. She don't even like her name brought up, around her.
Yeah, so
You know.
you are harboring those feelings. And
This heat said, can she come up? Do you want her
yeah,
to come up, Brian?
yeah, I don't have no problem with her, but I'm gonna
Okay,
still be
let me drop
honest.
the link again. Hold
Yeah,
on,
and I
baby.
don't feel like fighting Miss Olivia. Miss Olivia,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
want no fighting either. That back and forth like on Pizarro, we don't
yeah,
do that over here, Heat. We can have
yeah,
a conversation because we grown over here. And I don't
yeah,
mind you coming up, but we ain't gonna argue. We
yeah.
ain't gonna do all that. Hold on a minute. But yeah, Brian, that's where I feel like. Let me put my banner up. That's what I feel like Ness was feeling like at that point.
Hmm.
Uh,
And she
and
has a
when she
right
did
to.
it, right? Cause you got. I mean, if this girl is like, she feel like. Let me try to get her. What am I doing? Hold on, Brian. I'm doing too much. This new YouTube stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
this StreamYard stuff is so difficult to me.
yeah.
Is this he?
Yeah, this is me.
Okay, how you
Hey,
doing?
how you doing? I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Did you want to come up and respond to what Brian's saying or something
Um.
that I said or just whatever?
Oh, well, I don't. I just came over because I heard like somebody contacted me and they were saying on Instagram that Brian was like changing his tune after we had our conversation, and
Oh,
what he needs to understand is that I've done a lot for Ness, and it has nothing to do with any type of anything else, like as far as like any feelings or any of that stuff, because I'm already dealing with somebody else and I've been dealing with somebody else. That
Uh-huh.
stuff is old. But you listen to, I literally told you what was going to happen. In less than 24 hours she turned on you. So I understand that you want to go out of town with strangers, and you
And
really
see how
want to
you
be,
trying to
and
downplay
you
my feelings like that?
no,
You see,
no, no, no. But
and
let me
that's
finish.
not
Let me
right. That's
finish.
not
Let me
fair for you to
finish.
do
Let me.
that.
But it's not fair for you to turn on me because people are
I did
hitting
not
me.
turn on you this
Okay,
heat.
but let me finish, because when we had a conversation yesterday, you didn't have this energy. Your
I
energy
di-
shouldn't change when depending on who you're speaking to. So that's a problem. I
no,
if
it's
you if,
not
if you were if you was
changing
if
this
you was
heat.
but
I
let me say this,
told you
Brian.
last
But let
night.
me finish this.
Okay, I'm on
If
mute. I'm
you
on mute.
if you understood the dynamic that I had with her, I said that anytime me and her, anytime like I see any situation with her or whatever the case may be, because things ended so badly, anytime I get the opportunity, I'm coming at her. That, I mean, just because of the fact that she was ungrateful for all the stuff that I've done for her. It's a lot of stuff or whatever, just on a friendship level. I'm not talking about no any of that, because the girl don't even wash. That's disgusting. So for you
Well,
trying,
wait a
I'm
minute,
not
wait a minute,
one.
wait a minute, this heat. Let me ask you a question, okay?
Uh-huh.
So, to a certain extent, excuse me, you do still harbor some resentment towards
Resentment, yes.
Ness, not because of the relationship ending,
Yes.
but because you did so much for her and it seemed like she was ungrateful. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is where my energy comes from. It's not, she wants people to think the complete opposite, that it's about some type of whatever that situation. That stuff ended in 2023. She was the one that was on Lemon's panel recently bragging about some sex that happened in 2023. I don't have to do that, Brian. I'm not desperate like a lot of y'all, not you, Miss Libby, because I know you're married, but I'm talking about a lot of y'all, like men or and women on here, some of these men and women on here. I'm not desperate to the, I mean, to where I can't get somebody else. I'm not
Right.
Yes,
unattractive.
now you
There's
calling me
nothing wrong with me.
desperate. Now you
No,
calling
I'm
me
not
desperate.
talking to you, but you making it seem like I really need her. I look
I
better with
never
Well,
said
her.
see,
that.
let me wait a minute, Brian. Let me tell you what it seemed like this heat, right?
Hmm.
To some people looking on the outside, and that's the reason why I said a few minutes ago. But because you still feel, ill will after all of this time for that situation, um, I think that some people don't understand why you can't let it go. Now you got a right to feel it the way you feel for as long as you feel it. I'm not the one to tell somebody it ain't no time limit on somebody's feelings, right?
Right.
Especially when they feel like they've been done wrong. But when they come to these YouTube streets, you know how people are, and it seems like, you a scorned lover or whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so for that reason, um, it would appear to people that what went on Brian's thing last night was real messy. Because I even said I felt like you manipulated Brian, out of going on that trip. Meaning that like you might, and then it seemed like, and I even questioned was, well, do they got something going on in the background? And the reason why I said that, because in Ness mind, she might feel that way, because it is so, it's still hard. Feel clearly, it's still, a hard feelings between the both of y'all. You know what
Right.
I mean? And so that's the reason why I even questioned that. Because
Right.
nobody really knows what's going on in somebody's head on YouTube. But you just explained that you ain't worried about the relationship part of it.
Mm-mm.
You don't appreciate her being ungrateful.
Right. The way that everything that went on and stuff like that, like even uppity. I know people don't like her, but
Can you turn your
there.
microphone up a little bit, or is that just me?
Oh, okay. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Even uppity, and even a lot of other people, they'll we were all, when Ness came back, we were all like active and on her platform and stuff. Ness, after once she grew, her channel grew and things like that or whatever, she was like, I don't know y'all, I'm big and I'm the content and all this other stuff or whatever. She literally tried to throw people to the side and stuff like that, and we was like, wait a second, we was here helping you. We was here when you needed this and you needed that. But this is what she did. And even Pizarro helping her, Pizarro has had to tell her, like, why are you acting like this? And I'm the one who helped you. Like, so people feel a certain type of way. It has nothing to do with no type of love situation or anything
Mhm.
like that. It has something to do with her character. And anytime
Mhm.
I have the opportunity, I'm going to come at her. I don't give a shit what
Mhm.
anybody thinks. I'm
Mhm.
going to deal with her the way that I want to deal with her until I
Mhm.
feel vindicated. So I
Okay,
don't
let
give a
me
shit
interrupt
about
you right
what
quick.
Brian is talking about. And I don't appreciate when we had a conversation the
Let me
other day.
interrupt
I
you.
wasn't trying to I wasn't trying to manipulate anything. I was warning him because I said, Brian, in less than 24 hours, she turned on him. She didn't even
Well,
give him an
she
opportunity to
turned on
have
him
a conversation.
because she turned on him because she felt like he turned on her by allowing you to
But
hit
he
his
brought
link
her
and say
up.
all that stuff.
I came over there. He brought her up. I didn't bring
Oh,
that
And
stuff.
she's absolutely right. I went back and I listened, and I did because you indicated that something was going to happen in Seattle, and I wanted to explain to you. I trust her. I don't think
Do
that
you still trust her now after she
we
just
just
went
had a
out?
conversation. We literally
Wait. But
just.
but use your brain though. I'm
I'm
saying, do you
using it.
wait?
Yes,
But
I do
let me ask
trust
you the
her.
question. Let me ask you the question.
Okay,
Do you
Deceit.
still trust somebody now? Do you still trust her now after she just didn't give you the opportunity to even explain yourself yesterday?
But she was upset, and I get
Okay.
that. That's
Okay.
why I didn't go
All I'm
off on
saying
her.
is what I was trying to
Hold
tell.
on, just see. Hold up,
Okay.
let me finish. That's why I didn't go off on her, and she didn't go off up on me. Because remember, we had a treaty a
Right.
while ago, and we've been sticking to that, and I honor that. I was mad too last night. I could have went off on her. I'm glad that she cooled off and we were able to have a conversation. And I know where she's coming from because I still was giving you the opportunity to speak because your voice is important as well. I didn't look at it from her point of view. But let me just say this: Ness said today on my channel just now that she has some recordings of you crying, and if you keep fucking with her, she gonna play those recordings. This he, I did not want all
I
of
don't
this
give
shit.
a shit about none of that. I don't care what she's talking about. Like this, I mean, I don't care about nothing that she's talking about. She's talking about what, a car accident or something like that or whatever. I don't even know what the
Oh,
girl's
you was in
talking
my
about.
live. You heard what she said. You was
Oh
in
no,
my
no, I
live.
didn't. Remember when I came, I was in the beginning of your live when what's the name shared you out. I left. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I was, and then somebody messaged me and they said, because I dropped down and I told you to have a good day and all this shit. But Ness don't intimidate me, Brian. It seems like you want to be included. You want to be included and you want to be a part of the bunch and shit just to go to
No, I do
Seattle
not.
just to
This
go to
he, how dare
Seattle,
you
like for
say
what?
that?
Seattle, Brian.
This he,
I'm just
how
saying,
dare
well,
like
you
see,
say
it's weird.
that?
hmm,
It's weird.
How dare
Like,
do you? Why do you
no, no,
get the
no,
right
no,
to
no,
say
no.
that?
What do you mean? How dare? I mean, because you really, people are even saying like in other people's or in other arenas, they're saying like you're literally like trying to, you like begging her just to
I'm
go
not
to
begging
Seattle,
nobody.
and she's telling you a
Hold
grown
up.
man. Wait, she's telling you a grown man that you have to. What did she say? She said she's gonna have to pray on if she wants you to come
But
or
this
not.
he,
Like this is
this
her.
but this he,
What?
hold up, this
You
he.
gonna let somebody
That's
speak to you like
that's
that?
a
Like
no no.
it's.
She was very respectful, and we had a good conversation. I'm proud that because me and Ness cussed each other out in the past. We dogged each other. I'm glad that we were able to talk like two grown people and have a solution.
But
Now I can look
you
at.
should
well,
know
I
that it's
have.
Ho-
more.
If I could just interject for a minute
Uh huh.
and say that this he, you, I honestly understand where Ness was coming from. I don't think it was disrespectful. You see, in her mind, and then it's real shady around YouTube. You've been around here forever, like all of us, right?
Right.
So when you're inviting somebody to come to your city or come to your cation or whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
somebody, and like you said, you're gonna come at this, Nest about her being ungrateful anytime you want to, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you have something like that happen, and Brian has you on his panel, and you coming at her like that, of course she's gonna rethink. If she's going to invite him, because of her mind, in her mind, she don't know if y'all got something going on behind the scenes or not. So when she say she gonna have to pray on it, that's what she mean. Not to disrespect him or talk down to him. She was just telling her truth. Cause see, if it was me, no, well, number one, I'm not gonna have no Cation. But number two, if I was in their shoes, I would have disinvited him as well. Not, not just for the fact that he allowed you to be up there saying all that stuff, even though he was defending her. If you really down with me or whatever, why are you even letting her on your link in the first place? Because we supposed to be better than that.
But this
See,
heat
Right.
that's
has a
what should have
voice,
going
and
on.
she deserves to be heard too as well.
Right,
She
that's what
has a
I'm saying.
voice.
I'm talking from Nessa's point of view. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and let
And
me
I
say
and
this.
that's
I
understandable.
don't beg nobody. I did not beg nobody. I'm a grown person. I could go to Seattle anytime I want. It's the beach sector experience,
Right.
the
Yeah,
meet and
I don't
greet.
see you as begging, Brian. Thanks for the super chat. I don't see it. Shouty B said this heat need to go lay on someone's couch because something, girl, boy, you upset. Well, you can read that right there, right? So
I don't
anyway,
even,
thanks
yeah.
for the super chat. But here's the thing:
Mm.
it still feels like I don't mean no
Uh,
harm.
they say
This
I'm
heat that you
begging.
trying to manipulate the situation, like you feel
But
away.
how is that possible when he
Well, cause
asked
when
me?
you say
Wait,
stuff to
he
Brian,
asked
like you
me.
saying
He
to him,
asked me about her. I'm going to give him my honest opinion, and
right?
I'm going to give him my honest opinion. If he
Okay,
didn't ask me about her, because me and him got into it at Pizarro's. If he didn't ask me about her, she wouldn't have been brought up.
okay.
But when she was brought up, anytime I have the opportunity, I'm going to tell how I feel.
But you
Ness does
was
not intimidate me, nor does Ness stop me. One thing that people have to understand, because she was talking about, oh well, this heat is mad because she ain't on the winning team. I had to do a community wall post because I was like, well, what winning team are you on? You lost your channel.
and she said
My
that she
strike.
put six strikes on you. So you might want to
She
take your.
put 6 strikes on my channel. Where?
That's what she said, that she
I
put
just had a
six
strike on my channel the
six
other day. I just had a
six
strike on.
privacy. Listen
Wait,
to what
wait.
I'm telling you.
I just had a strike on my channel the other day. And guess what? It's removed. And the video's back up. I just reposted the video. I mean, I just reposted the video. I just shared the video.
I'm
Like,
just telling
I'm
you
not
what the
worried
girl
about that.
said.
This is what I do. I don't care though, Brian. See, you can be afraid of people.
I'm not
I do
afraid.
this
I'm
shit.
just telling
This is
you.
what I do. I don't give a shit though.
Oh
I don't
man, you get
care.
mad at me.
I've been struck before. Who the
You
fuck
just get
cares?
mad at
My
me.
channel's still
Call me a
standing. No, I'm
follower.
telling you, I don't give a shit. My channel's still standing.
But why?
Her
Okay,
channel
now
is the
see
one
that's a
that
good. So
her channel
wait a minute. This he, why do you have so much smoke for Brian?
because I just told him like they just tried to strike. Now, like I
Okay.
said, they
You know,
just
I mean,
tried.
not just time, just like it was.
Cause how many
Y'all
times I
please
have
hit
to
the
tell
like button. I
him?
got 70 likes. I only need 30 more to get to my 100. Thank you, y'all. But my
How
question
many
is, like, even
times?
yesterday, right when
Uh,
you was down in Pizarro's chat and you told him don't be a follower, right? That's
yeah,
what they got the friction started, right? And then y'all came to an understanding, sort of. And so you hit his link last night, right? And so
yeah.
now today, after net fast forward to him and Ness done talk, and you still really kind of throwing shots at him. What is the
Well,
energy
I mean,
now?
because the energy is coming from like just now. He was like, "Well, she says she gonna do this, she gonna do that." I don't give a shit. Me and her have
Okay,
been fighting since we stopped dealing with each other. Do you not know
okay.
how I operate around here, Brian? You lose channels. I don't lose channels.
You see,
I
throw
don't
your
lose
digs
channels.
this heat.
I've
This
never
heat.
lost.
You
I
mad
never.
at me. Be
No, no,
mad
no, no, no,
too.
no, no. Because when I'm
Be
hitting it
mad.
up, wait, she's listen, you have to understand where I'm coming from. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care because everything that I told you was gonna happen, it happened. I don't care. I
Okay.
already warned you. Who cares? But the point of the
But
matter
let me
is,
tell you what she
but
said
wait,
that you
but
said
she
about
asked me
me.
a question. She asked me a question. Stop
Let me tell
interrupting
you
me.
what she said
Stop
that you said
interrupting me.
about me. But go ahead on this heat.
I never
Go
said
ahead.
anything about you. Do you not? Didn't I tell you? This is why I said, like, are you? Is something wrong with you, Brian? Because I told you yesterday.
There
I
are a
told
lot
you
of
yesterday.
things
No, no,
wrong with
no, no.
me.
Because
There are a
we're
whole
having a
bunch of.
conversation, right? We're having a conversation. So why don't you let me respond?
Go ahead.
I told you yesterday that she does that with everybody I communicate with. Everybody that she wants me to fall out with, she says heat has this heat don't like you. This heat said this about you, and it'd be all lies. I've already told you what I said when you was talking, when you asked
You
me the
did, and
question.
I told her.
Yeah.
And I
So
told
what are
her.
we talking about?
No,
I
but she
admitted what
said some
what
extra
I
stuff
said.
though. but she said some extra stuff. But the
There's nothing
reason
else
why I'm
extra.
telling you
The only
this,
comment that I said, which she read, which she wrote in the comment section, was about you saying that I was a cute whatever girl or whatever. You said I was cute or whatever, and I said I was disgusted by I was. I'm a lesbian. I don't like men. So
yeah,
yes,
that's your right. So I mean,
you know
but
what I'm
if you
saying.
look
But
good
I
and I said
admitted
that you
that to
look
you.
good, then that's what
But
I
I
felt.
admitted that to you. We already talked about that. So what are we talking
Okay,
about?
okay. So listen to what I'm telling you. I ain't nobody's follower. I'm telling you this again today. I'm not begging nobody. If I wanted to go to Nescation, that's my goddamn
Go. I
American right. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I did say that I think that you still have feelings for her. That was just my opinion because
But I'm telling you I was telling you the reason why I be coming at, and that's not just with her, it's with anybody that I fall out with. Like I just will just discuss them or talk about them or do something on my channel and things like that or whatever at my leisure whenever I feel like it. That's what I'll do. You
okay.
know, that's with anybody. Me, anytime I feel like talking about somebody, I'm going to stay on them, especially if I don't like them.
And you
Like
didn't
I
give
talk
me
about.
$1,000, Miss Olivia. This heat didn't give me $1,000. She helped
Okay.
me out at one time. She gave
Okay.
me
With the
a
$100.
Yeah, and then they're saying like they made up lies and saying that I paid like this whatever bills and stuff like that. I don't know what he did with his money or whatever. But the whole
Yeah,
thing
well,
is that I
that was a let me say
I
this. That was
paid my
another
bills. Shit.
Brian. That was another question that I had earlier. What I asked you, did you really, did she give you, cash apps or whatever, totaling $1,000? But thanks for
Nah,
clearing that up because now you're saying
nah.
no, she
I mean,
did
she
not
helped me
give
out a
you a
couple of
thousand
times.
dollars.
And this was 3 years ago. This was when I was.
Okay,
This was right after my mother had passed away, and
okay,
I was going through mental roller coasters within
mm-hmm,
my own mind, and I fell behind on some stuff. I'm not ashamed of nothing. I
mm-hmm.
I had some mental problems. Thank God I was able to still be in my apartment and still try to
Yeah.
make it and
Well, it's
push
big of
through.
you to say that, you was, lie roasting when you said that about the $1,000. It's big of you to
Yeah,
say that. You
but
know what I mean?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the frustration is that's coming from with Brian. I think some people hitting me up behind the scenes. Brian's already turning on you with the whole Nest situation. One
Mm-hmm.
thing that people need to understand is I don't care what Brian does with his
Yeah, I
life,
don't. I don't
but
think he turning on you this heat. Just let me say this,
okay.
in the effort. It seemed like you and Brian both are really cool, but and it also seems like Brian wants to go on that Nestcation, not
Mm.
even for Nest. If it'll make it any better, I think Brian want to go on that Nestcation to get with a little bit of Shakim and his tallywhacker. And he already said Roe got a Vienna sausage talawalker,
Like Kim
but
say,
he,
no films and no
but now
facts.
he
So I
already wait a minute, Brian, wait a minute. But he thinking maybe Shakim, could do a little son. And I think the trip ain't even about Ness, baby. It's about the
mm,
talawalker. If it's gonna make you feel any better, he. That's what I
Shakim
think.
say no fats and no film. So
No, no, no.
I don't think I have a
That
chance.
He
I
said
mean,
what?
I
I think Shakim said no fats or no film. So I don't think I
What
have a
that
chance with
mean?
Shakim.
What
Meaning
that mean?
no fat boys or no feminine boys. I think Shakim like men like lemon. He don't want
But
no fat dude
you're
like
not
me.
really feminine like that though. Not to me.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
not
I mean,
feminine like like a lemon to me.
lemon is feminine to you?
He got whole baby making hips in the
yes.
ass. He look like he got a BBL.
Oh my God.
You
Well,
don't look like
Why do
that.
you think lemon is masculine?
I think lemon
Lemon
is
is
a
not
handsome
masculine. Do
guy.
you think he masculine? This he?
No, I think that
Girl,
lemon's
me
very
either.
fruity, very, very
Oh, he
fruity.
sure the hell is. My
Yes.
God,
Mm,
today. Woo.
I, I think
Did
lemon is
y'all see that?
handsome.
Look, y'all, let me ask y'all this. I ain't trying to change something, but I just gotta know. Is that picture real? When they showed him, okay, the missing teeth, I know that's real, right? But
Mm.
did his eye really roll up in his head like that, or did somebody do that?
No, that's real because I when we was watching, Pizarro actually played the video yesterday on her channel, and it was rolling a few times.
Oh shit. Well,
Is it a glass eye?
it might be a glass. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh Lord! No wonder he always posing with his head back. Ooh, child, you don't want the eye to fall out. But
Dang.
anyway, that's conversations for other days. But
I think Lemon is a very attractive person. I really do.
really,
I really do think Lemon is very attractive.
y'all ain't got nothing in common, honey.
No, no, I mean that don't mean that I can't think that
He
the man
is
is
not
a sexy
attractive.
man.
Not at
No,
yeah,
sir.
no. Like
No.
And then
He
they
got
said him.
bad dental hygiene. His eyes
disgusting.
go roll around in his head. Probably because he ain't got no brains holding him in there.
Damn,
His body looked like he had a BBL, and he looked like he playing his mama clothes. And I bet he got a cute little shape in the dress or whatever. You know what I mean? But oh no, huh?
well,
But
to
No,
okay.
see,
but what I wanted to say with Brian is that I got love for Brian and stuff or whatever, but
Hmm.
I felt like me being a friend, and the only reason I said I tried to warn him about Vegas. I mean, because I remember Vegas happened, and I said, well, Brian, the same thing happened with Lemon because Lemon thought he had a friend in Ness, and guess what happened? She ended up turning on him after Vegas, and she ended up exposing what he does and how he walks and all this other stuff, what his teeth look like and all this other stuff. So I said, just be careful. I'm just preparing you for it. If people have
so
pictures and cameras out,
Well,
then you do the same.
I told you it ain't about this. That ain't the reason why you want to go on this
Well,
trip,
I
girl.
know it's not about her, but I'm
I just
saying
want
that
for
that
Roe to
don't
be
stop
honest
her
with you.
from doing. That's not stopping them from doing grimy things when he
Oh yeah, Brian
returns.
don't care. Child,
Oh
Brian
yeah,
on a
well,
mission.
Baby, and you pull your camera out, I'm gonna pull mine out. I mean, ain't gonna be no the only one with cameras. I may have my cameras going too. I mean,
yeah, but nobody will ever shut me up if I want to talk about anybody, and this is not the
Well,
highlight
this
of my
heat, all I
content.
can say is let me stop you right there, baby, because
Well,
I
I
get
wanted
it,
to
right?
just
Let me tell
finish
you
if I
something. Wait a
could.
minute, let me finish. Let me
Oh,
finish. This ain't against you, right?
but
You
I
can't
did.
tell nobody how long to be offended, right? So all I can say is did okay, because y'all did have an online, people saw the relationship, right, and whatever came
Hmm.
after that, right?
Yeah.
I get that people trying to make it seem like you still obsessed over Ness, but on the other hand, you can't tell nobody how long to be mad, right? You
Hmm.
so when you feel like you want to come over here and talk crap for how many years it take to get it out of your system, you have absolutely a right to do that, but eventually you gotta let it go, right? But you
Oh
can't
yeah.
tell nobody how long to hold on to something. I get that. I
But
understand that.
as long as I have a channel,
Yeah.
everybody will be mentioned. I talk about everybody on my channel. Ness is not the highlight of my channel. I
But I
talk
know
about
you done
everybody.
talked about me
But
several times, did
but
pictures and everything, child. I don't care.
but but if if she's mentioned and I'm on the platform, I'm gonna say whatever my truth is and things like
Well,
that.
it ain't nothing no different than nobody else
She
do.
wants to try to shut people up and things like that. You can't
Well,
shut
that,
me up.
that ain't how it work on the internet. So,
He can't, yeah, all this, and that's why I was saying Brian was saying, oh, well, Ness is this and Ness is that. I don't give a shit. You're not going to shut me up. I don't give a
well,
shit. Because when people tried to play those games with me last year, they ended up looking crazy and things like that or whatever. Like I'm not playing any type of games. If I want to talk about her, I can talk about her. She's just mad. And if what I was saying about you, even Brian even asked me, do I think she's a good mother? And I elaborated about
but then
that. No, she's
let's
not.
not wait a minute, hold up. Let's not go there over here, okay?
No, I'm not saying that,
I know, but we ain't even gonna finish that. All I'm saying is, baby,
but I'm saying a lot
as
of the
long as
things
it
is
takes for
he
you to
asked
get it
me,
out of your system, you
right? But
go on your
I
channel.
wasn't getting
Wait a
into
minute,
it.
Des, let
Wait,
me
but I
finish.
wasn't
I know
getting
what you're
into
saying. I'm,
yeah,
I'm just letting you know that it ain't nothing wrong with you getting it out of your system. I
right,
understand. That's all I'm trying to say.
right. But
I get it.
what I was saying was he brought up a lot of talking points involving
Okay.
her. So nobody's ever gonna gaslight me and say, "Oh, well, you're doing this." He brought it up.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah,
whole
he said
thing.
it. Now he said. Now
Yeah,
Brian said that he brought it up. He did say that.
yeah.
I brought it up
Cause
in response to say that she was sitting up there calling me a follower and basically saying that they're gonna video and get all this. I'm like, I know, I trust them. I'm
Hmm.
grown. They want to record. I can record too as well. That's how Ness got brought it up. I didn't tell you to go in depth like how you went in
well,
depth with it. I
anytime
did
you
not
bring
say this
somebody up
heat
that's
unleashed. ma'am.
Anytime you bring somebody up, I mean, even if it's anybody, you bring somebody that's on the outs with each other, they're not going to have nothing pleasant to say. And you
Well,
know
because
that.
I was responding to what you were saying that like something is going to happen to me if I go to Nescation. I just was simply was responding to you and simply letting you know I trust Ness and them. I want
Oh,
to go
okay.
to her vacation. I want to meet her. I want to
You
meet the
want to meet
house.
Shaquem and his tallywhacker.
Yeah, and you know, and St. James was going. I was kind of excited about meeting St. James, and it was
Oh, is
just
St. James going too? Oh,
yes,
okay.
and a
Okay.
few other people that I was excited about spending time with. That's not
Okay.
my fault that I feel bummed out that I can't go to the
Well,
event.
maybe she'll have a change of heart, Brian. You
I mean,
know?
she said that she's thinking about it. And
Right.
listen,
She said she gonna pray about it. You know
if
what I
I
mean?
go, I go. If I don't, oh
Well, I
well.
hope
I
you get
mean,
to go, because I don't think it's about all of this. I think it's about, she feeling like you was kind of turning into the op, or y'all might have had something going on in the background,
I
which you
don't
know that
control.
that's not true. You know what I mean? But
I
I
do
think it
not
kind of
control this heat
shocked her.
mouth. I don't control this heat's mouth, and I
Right.
didn't come over here to be messy. I was just letting you know what Ness said because this heat you said that you left. I just was letting you know that
I did.
Ness said that if you keep playing with her, she got
I don't care. Don't care.
multiple
I'm still going
video.
to talk. Still going to talk. Don't care.
Well, I
Stupid.
mean,
I
you
don't
can't get
care. Do
mad
you
if she
get
put
it?
it
I
out.
don't care. Do you get it? I don't care. Don't care.
Yeah. And then you
Nobody
get
punks
mad
me
at
on here.
me.
Nobody can punk me on here. Nobody can tell me what they're gonna do and all this other shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing Ness is talking about. I will laugh at her. I'll watch the video with her. I don't give a fuck about nothing she's talking about. Ness is a dumb. I mean, like, are we really? Are you serious? Because you're gonna make me go on
Well,
another tangent.
well, no, we
Because
Well,
ain't
I
gonna
don't
go
you're
like
on
how
the
no
you
one
get.
that
tangent. We
was
ain't. Well, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Both of y'all, we ain't gonna go on no tangent. Y'all done had a
okay.
really
Yeah,
good,
yeah, yeah. We're not. I
productive
mean, we don't need
conversation. But
to. But I'm just.
what I'm going to do this heat, and I don't mean no harm, but I am happy that you guys, found, I'm glad that all three of y'all are really letting people know, as well as yourselves, know where you stand about this subject in general. You done said what you said. Brian done said what he said. Ness done said what she said. Now the only thing we gotta wait and see if Brian, which I hope is going to be allowed to go on the next case, because Brian on a mission. I want to see Brian. I want to hear about Brian and his meetup with Shaquem.
Ah!
Cause on a good trip to the dispensary and the liquor store can change things in your favor, Brian. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, you shady, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Okay, I get what you're trying to say. You don't want to, you don't want to beat the dead horse. But this heat, if you want to have a conversation later, go live. I would love to finish this conversation. It's up to
Okay.
I
you.
mean,
That'll be
there's.
great.
I don't. I mean, I'm not going live at this time. But if you happen to go live, I mean, I just don't want it to be. But at the end of the day, like, I don't even want to
Discussing
continue
no more. Yeah, you're
discussing,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that girl, because I don't want anybody to think it's anything like that at all. That's
You're
Hmm.
right.
disgusting.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
Like,
respect that. I
And
yeah.
I
respect
just
that.
wish that you can
Absolutely.
move on from her. I wish you can move on from
Me
her. So,
too. I wish you
you
could
know,
find some peace about it.
Well, everybody that has wronged me outside of Ness, I still talk about. So
Right.
it's not just that, because I don't. If you go on down my community wall, you'll see that
Hmm.
she's not really the
Well, now,
bulk of
now
my
hold up this
commentary.
heat. Now hold up this heat.
Mm.
Now this heat. I see what you're saying right there, but I have never wronged you. Okay. And I remember when you used to make them pictures of me, and I used to be the mama, and somebody else grown used to be. I got a good little kiki out of that. It was I was the mama, and who was the children? Do you remember that picture you did of me?
Yeah, with Dovey,
Yeah,
Demetra, and I forgot. Oh yeah,
it
Demis,
sure
whatever.
was Demetra.
Yeah.
It sure was. I was like, look, I said this girl is crazy, but
Yeah, it's just fun or whatever. It's
it was
like my
fun to
channel's
me.
a it's a comedy channel. It's not even to
Yeah,
make anybody
yeah, I
feel no
get
type of
that.
way or nothing
But you
like
are
that or
very
whatever.
talented. I hope you know that. You are very talented.
Thank you. I wonder if you saw my Bobby Brown thing the other day, but
No, I
um
didn't.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to go
But
watch it.
yeah, so oh, but one thing I will say before I drop, I want to say that I've never these see she's trying to do everything she can to shut me up because of how whatever resentment or whatever that I have admitted that I have towards her. But she wants to try to shut me up. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and all your channel and stuff. Well, your channel's not even supposed to be around, Ness. You're not even supposed to have your channel. So if we want to
Why is
replay
that?
that, I mean, because once your channel is terminated, you're not supposed to create another
Well,
channel. You're
we're
not
gonna have to talk about that on the.
right.
Y'all gonna have to talk about
But
that on
I'm
another
well,
time.
not with that. But I'm just
Okay.
saying, like with
Yeah.
but those
All right,
type
y'all
of
have a good
threats,
day. And this heat,
Well,
this
hold
heat.
up, Brian. Don't you go
I'm
nowhere.
I'm
But
not
Okay.
this seat, I
thinking.
appreciate. I appreciate you hit the link,
Right.
baby,
I
and
just
kind of.
wanted to end this.
Okay.
I appreciate. I mean, the threats and things like that or whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that. Just like I wasn't worried about it last year, Brian. You can be afraid of people. I'm not afraid of
You
nobody on
see,
here. I run
Oh.
circles around a lot of people on
why
here.
would you
So
keep throwing
I'll
these
be
little
dropping
digs at me
because
like
you
that?
always because you. I mean because I don't like. I didn't appreciate the fact that people was hitting me up behind the scenes telling me about what you were doing, even though I didn't get a chance to sit in
What
there. And
exactly was I doing? Having a conversation with Ness?
I seen Ghetto Intellect dropping down in your chat like, oh, this is gonna.
Mm.
I mean, we
No,
did
he
that last
watches
year.
my videos as well. I like Ghetto Intellect. So you.
That no. But I'm saying he was talking about me when I dropped down, and I wasn't even in the chat.
What did he
You
say
know, because
about
he
you?
likes
This
to
he
hide
what did
behind
he
women.
say about you?
He was saying, "Oh, Ness is going to get you," and all this other stuff. And I was like, "Are
Mm.
you okay? Is he
He
okay?"
is
I
too
mean,
old to be, honey. Look, let me tell you something.
he's
That
on the
old man
DL.
need to go sit entirely the fuck down. Okay,
Yeah, he's on the DL. He's mad because
he is a whole fucking weirdo.
I exposed him.
Mm-mm.
Miss Olivia, there was the other day, Lemon had his shirt off. Ghetto was on the panel the whole entire time and watching Lemon with his shirt off. And then when Lemon even called him at the end of the at the when before he ended his life, said, Ghetto, you there? He's like, yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here and stuff like that.
Mm,
Then when you went over to Pizarro's called him out and she was like, you said you a straight man. Why are you on a panel with another
mm,
man and your shirt is, I mean, his shirt is off? And he was like, yeah, Lemon, you don't need to be doing that, man. That's not
mm,
right. You know, he's trying to
mm,
play it off like he's disgusting.
mm-hmm.
But he was up there the whole time. I know a DL man when I see one. This is I
Well,
know my
you know
community.
what, Cheat, I do. I think he be having homoerotic fantasies about Lemon. Like I
Yeah,
really do. I would have to agree with you about that. Like I really, he be working hard for Lemon, twerking for his attention,
I'm a Lemonaires.
disrespecting certain types of black women to get
Yeah.
Lemon content, challenge all of that. So, honey, I have to agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I was just
yeah.
cause so he's mad that I'm exposing that's his behavior and stuff like that. So you know the DL men don't like to be outed, but I'm going to out you. So
Mm, mm.
yeah, but I'm sorry about interrupting Miss Olivia and thank you,
Oh,
Brian.
no problem.
Okay,
Thanks for coming up and and asking, answering some of the questions that I had. I appreciate you hitting the link. I don't mind.
okay, thank you. Bye.
All right. You have a nice day, baby.
You too. Bye.
Brian, you still up here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Now, let me be petty for a minute with you, nigga. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian. Now,
Mhm.
let me take this down so I can look at you in the eyes. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. What happened?
Brian. Now, Dr. Soapy, I seen what you read. Dr. Soapy a mess. But anyway, Brian, now to me, in my opinion, you is on a mission and it ain't got nothing. Now I know Nest, I hope you get to go and you're gonna be happy for the next cation. But I just feel like in my spirit that
Mhm.
you on a mission.
I'm not on no mission to do nothing, but just I'm on a mission to go see Seattle. I used to watch Frasier all the time.
Mhm.
I have a cousin that lives in Seattle, Washington. You
Okay.
um, so I'm just trying to go learn about the culture and the history
Mhm.
and
You trying
how
to learn about the culture, Brian?
yeah, and maybe see Canada too while I'm there.
Mhm.
I always wanted to go to Canada, but
Mhm.
I'm at the wrong end. I would prefer to deny,
But you
Niagara
want to be at the
Falls.
right end though.
Yeah, I'm at the wrong and I'm way to the, I don't want to go
But
see
you won't. But
Alaska.
I'm just saying, you want to be at the wrong end, though.
I, I don't know what that means, Miss Olivia. What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'll leave it right there on the floor. Yeah. But anyway.
Shakim is everything, but I wanted to go see Roe. I wanted to see St. James. You know,
Hmm.
no, and I just wanted to just, but like I said, that's not the end of the world. And I
I
do,
know. Well, I hope that you get to go. I hope that Ness will come to realize, hey, it wasn't nothing shady going on behind the scenes. Just happened to pop up right here,
yeah.
and that I hope that she can see your true intentions. You ain't trying to do nothing to
and,
harm her or her trip in any kind of way. Cause
and
honey, you
Mr.
on a
Livy.
mission, okay? And what you want, Ness ain't got it, but I think Shakim do, and
Ooh,
I think that.
but let me tell you though, I don't appreciate this heat like I'm some type of punk or
I
like
know it
I'm
ain't. It
on,
ain't. That's called antagonizing somebody. But let me ask you
yeah.
this: did you hear? I forgot who said QB. QB said that ODS was a connoisseur of tallywhacker picks. And my question for you is: does ODS have your tallywhacker pick?
Yeah, I sent it to ODS. I sent it to ODS. I sure did. Cause I wanted to get his opinion. And then he come out to say I had a turtleneck. I don't got no turtleneck. My shit is just so
Lord have
big. My
mercy.
shit is just so big that sometimes I have a little extra, a little extra, and it goes in.
If it ain't
But
all the way erect yet,
yeah, but
I
my
get
shit
what
is
you're saying.
my shit is
Mhm.
long like old Kaneka. I don't know if you heard Kaneka sausages, but
But he does in fact. Because they say QB said he is a connoisseur, okay, of
mm,
tallywhacker picks when it comes to these YouTube men's around here.
mm, mm.
That's what
I
QB
have
said.
I have a nice little collection myself, but
Do you really?
yeah, I keep it on.
Do tell. Well, what's some of the pictures that you got? Would you like to share?
Oh my God! Well, no, I'm gonna hush my mouth up.
Well,
But
damn. I'll get you going, Brian, now.
oh, and look, and I did put my thing on the community wall. I did. I'm
I know
surprised,
you did. I remember.
baby, and I'm surprised it didn't get flagged. And it just is what it is, though. But I'm not ashamed of my stuff.
But you
And
ain't supposed to be. You the one got to live with it for the rest of your life.
and Miss Olivia, I thought you and ODS was cool. I
We are.
was
I
shocked.
mean, I don't have nothing against ODS. I'm just saying, and I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way, but I heard QB say that ODS was a connoisseur of tallywhacker picks. And I
Mm.
got a good little kiki out of it. And I just want to know if he had your pick.
Yeah, he has it.
Because
Yeah,
it's like a collector. A
I gave it to
connoisseur is like a
Sheffy.
collector.
I gave it to Sheffy. I gave it to Dimples. I mean,
Oh,
they was behind the scenes when I wanted to show Rose, so I guess Rose showed Sheffy and Dimples.
oh, for real?
Yeah. So I
Oh,
mean,
Brian, you just be, I know you ain't embarrassed of your tallywhacker because you don't mind showing.
what?
I
I say
can't
that again.
believe you think Lemon is masculine, though.
Lemon is handsome.
How?
Lemon is so handsome, and
No,
yes, he's
no, Brian,
successful.
no.
He is successful, and
What?
him and Shakim will make a good little couple. They
He
got,
lives with his mama.
huh?
He lives with his mother.
But what's wrong with that?
How do
Do he pay bills?
he over? Probably not. He over 30 something years old.
Nah, but they got people that live with their. I know families that live together
Well,
all the
now
time.
I
Husband,
know
wife,
about the
mama, and
multi
daddy.
generational. I wish I had a multi generational household. I get that, but when it comes to now, look, that it ain't that type of situation. The nigga ain't got a job and he still live with
But
his
he
mama.
makes a lot of
Okay.
money on AdSense. He has fantastic views. He puts commercials all throughout his videos.
Uh huh.
I feel like he's working. What's wrong with him working online?
But
That's
now
his
that's true.
job.
If this is his line, it's not a stable source of income forever. But if it's now, see, hopefully he's saving up. You know, so in case things take a downturn. But let me ask you this, and say, you know, do you agree with Lemon, wanting to, asking people if he should snatch Shakim's channel or not?
I can't tell them how to fight.
Okay.
I don't know what type of beef they have. I don't watch Lemon like that. I
Mm-hmm.
I just caught a glimpse of him the other day when I was talking to him. But
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, this motherfucker is cute. I don't see nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with Lemon. Lemon
Mm.
is a handsome man.
Mm.
And on top of that, he is the king of the sector right now.
Miss
Ness is the
Kept Secret
queen.
said, can you send her your tallywhacker pic?
Wait, say that again.
Miss Kept Secret said, Olivia, can you ask Brian if he can send it to me too? That's what she said. It's down in the
Oh,
chat.
so I'm pretty sure. I mean, she got other options like Shakim and them that probably got way bigger, way
Well,
bigger.
she asked for yours specifically. I was just letting you know. Y'all, I only need 6 more likes. Can y'all please hit your girl up and give me 6 more likes? Because, we've been having a real good discussion today about Brian and his tallywhacker. And so, surely that's what. Surely.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Don't you that Brian? Now, we got good chemistry when we get along or whatever. But
Yeah,
surely that's worth 100 likes because, child, we both petty, okay? I don't,
yeah.
why did you get mad at me last time? I didn't do nothing.
Oh Lord, you see, Miss Olivia, it's too. You see, I mean, maybe that's a conversation for another day, man.
Okay.
Because I want to leave it on a good little note. We had a nice conversation, and I
Okay.
just wanted to
I
comment.
just think I did nothing.
Well, it is what it is, Miss
I
Olivia.
think
God
Jay Wilson
bless
got
you.
in your ear. And why is he up so what? You know what? Let me tell you
What?
something.
What?
Another reason why I hope you get to go to Seattle is
What?
because I don't know if you agree or not, but Jay Wilson be living vicariously through you young guys, okay? So if you go to Seattle, honey, he is gonna lose his ish trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
Well, that's one thing I know how to do is, and I got some tricks up my sleeve too. I'm a great conversation.
Yeah.
People try to downplay me and oh my God, Brian is crazy and this and that, baby. I know how to go and give organic, real shit, not no
Yeah.
made up beef for this and that. I know how to go down there and really
Well, yeah, I
create.
don't see you as a play runner at all. I've never seen that. I disagree. I don't think you're a play runner at all. So whoever's saying that, I disagree. Yeah.
So Jay Wilson can always, what I'm saying, if he ain't too scared, he can go to next Cation too. But
Mm.
so he can't live
Yeah.
vicariously through me because if I was dating somebody for over 7 years, ain't it time for marriage, ain't it time for let's get a house in our name or apartment or something
Mm,
combining us
mm.
together, ain't it time to grow and not still live like we're two couples dating for the
Mm.
first time, meeting each other. They live
Now
halfway.
good and well, Jay Wilson and Mark ain't been together forever. Okay, that man done went about. He probably done had 3, 4 boyfriends since Jay Wilson. Okay,
And I don't think that Lemon is. People say that Lemon is bisexual. Do I
let me
think?
read this. Hold on, Brian.
Mhm.
Good. Thank you, Doctor Soapy. Good live, Miss O. I'm out. I got real patience, a career, not a job to get to. Bye. Have a good day, Doctor Soapy, and thanks for joining me, baby. And you said what? Now go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. Lemon
Child,
is what?
well, Dr. Soper, thank God that you. I mean, God bless you. Because they got some people who ain't working right now and who living on the street. So
Brian, did
God,
you hear that Trump done laid because of Trump over 300,000 black women have been laid off of their job in the last 90 days?
well, I don't want nobody to lose their job. We all
I
deserve to
don't
have.
either, but there's attack on black women right now because
Yeah.
of the Trump administration. So yeah, you're right about that. Tell me about get back to the limit and the bisexual. Get back to that.
Oh, somebody want the link,
Oh,
Miss
who
Olivia.
is Sigma Football? I can't get them the link because I don't know who they are. Do you
Oh,
know them?
I don't know them people.
Oh no, they can't get the link because I don't know who they are. I ain't
Well,
never heard of them.
I don't think Lemon is bisexual.
Mhm.
I think that that relationship with him and just Krista. I think that that's just to promote her channel,
Me
uh,
too.
and I
Mm.
think that's just like it's so obvious. I think Lemon is gay,
Me too.
and I think that the Shakim situation kind of brought that out. I just wish that maybe they could have worked on their relationship a little
Me
bit.
too.
So but it's never too late for them to reconnect. And
No, that's never gonna happen because they both feel that
oh,
they
it's
both
Ghetto
violated
Intellect.
each other.
It,
Huh?
it's oh, that's Ghetto Intellect. He says it's Ghetto Intellect. You
Oh,
got
is
me
that who
blocked.
that is? Oh, absolutely. Hold on a minute. Hold on. All right.
Ooh,
Bye bye. Hold on. Don't threaten me with a good time.
ooh.
Mm-hmm. The link is dropped. Ghetto Intellect. If that is you, there go down there. Oh, I need one more like, y'all. Can I get one more like? Well, I think he gave two. I think that
Oh,
Lemon. I think that Lemon. Lemon and Shakim. I think that those still waters run deep, and I think that they both have you know, offended one. Oh, that is him. Hold on. Hey, Ghetto.
Hey, Miss O, what's up? Brian, what up, homie?
that was good.
What it do, brother?
What you got to say for yourself, Ghetto?
I don't know where to start. Do it start where you curse me out? I do want
Okay.
to give Speedy. She's out smoking out DL, man. I mean, enjoy that. That must be. I don't know. Is that like her pastime?
It's
I didn't think that was acceptable in
Oh, I
these.
felt like that you have homoerotic fantasies about women.
No, I understand what you said, and
Mhm.
that's different than her saying she's gonna smoke me out that I'm DL. I'm interested in
Oh, Chad, don't worry
what her
about that.
process would be.
Let's talk about us. Okay.
So, Mizzo, I do have to admit, I was doing some trolling, and you
Okay.
called me out on it. You said stop acting, act 52. Well, shit, I'm 54. If you're
Hmm.
54, act 54. So I can't be mad at you cursing me out. I know you are. I know. Don't forget, I'm black sector, so
Hmm.
I know your quest and the manosphere and the red pill, black pill, green pill,
But do
yellow.
you realize that you call me old and you are only a couple
Well,
of
I had
years
to
younger
come back.
than me.
I
We
had to
both in
come
our
back and
fifties.
say.
We are peers.
I had to do the same thing as ZX. I had to come back with something. You caught me off
Oh,
guard.
okay,
You
I
didn't
got
do
you. But I'm thinking, do he realize that we are peers? If I'm old, you old.
Yeah, no, but I've seen you come over and curse us out on binaries and then curse MBK. You're right. Me and you
Yeah.
never interacted, but you a
Yeah,
G.
no.
So I just need you to know I accept your commentary and I accept your curse outs.
Well,
I respect.
I just felt like it was very it was I ain't go disrespectful, but more disheartening. I expect you not to troll in that way. That was a lot, and then
So,
see, here's the thing. Some people like Jay Wilson be right when he talk about Gen Xers versus Gen Zers. The younger these people get, the more they lose a whole lot of core values, right? But because we are peers, I did not expect you to be trolling in that way. I
and I
guess
respect that. And I respect that, and
because
that's
that
why.
was mean, and it's mean, whether
But
you
it,
want
but
to
it
admit it
is.
or not.
But it's not about their looks. It's
Okay.
about their online personas, how bold they are and
Hmm.
how they do this and do that. And I said, well, let me go
But
meet with
then you
these
did
bulls.
kind of make it about their looks, though.
No, Lemon made it.
Ghetto,
I
when you
didn't
said
leave it.
some of the baddie comment.
No, Lemon made the statement,
Okay.
ghetto, and he said specifically, he repeated it yesterday several times. He said,
Hmm.
Ghetto, why are you meeting with these women, the likes of these women? Why aren't you meeting with baddies? And I should
Hmm.
have left it alone, or I should have exposed my hand then. And
Hmm.
what I thought I could get away with is I said, hey, my girl won't be mad at me meeting with them, and I just really doubled down and helped hit that line. So I should have
Hmm.
just kept it real in, like, no, it's not about. And I told Room Shaker, I said, it's not about your looks, it's about your personality. I want to
Hmm.
meet you because of your personality. It would be lit. I got a wild personality. Y'all got wild personalities. It'd
Hmm.
be a wild time.
Yeah, but if that's true, and I can only take your word for it, you shouldn't have succumbed to peer pressure. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you're too old to be succumbing to peer pressure, Ghetto. Now, you can play with some of these people, but you can't play with me, Negro. Okay?
No, no, you called me out. You just did. We didn't have a conversation like we had now. You just started cursing me out, so I got defensive immediately.
Oh,
But
I mean, I get it. I can be a lot. And then that day I kept hearing it. Oh, I'm thinking, no, this nigga didn't. Well, what the fuck is he trying to say for real? I mean, Lord, I'm the nerve. But yeah, but I'm glad that I see that you have been on an apology tour. I'm seeing that you're trying to pay like you weigh. You're trying to pay restitution, via all these cash apps that these women have been asking you for.
So I paid
Um,
room ticket the night of the event.
yeah, she said that you gave her restitution. You
Hmm.
know, and so I see that you and what's his name are trying to make it right. You and Lemon are trying to make it right via the purse strings. I get that. And
But we
so
don't have
yeah.
malice. We don't have malice in our heart. It's like I said, it's content over everything.
But I understand you saying it's content over everything. But here's the thing: if it's content over everything, ghetto, like you keep saying, why in the world don't you have your own channel? And who is you doing this content for? Are you doing this content for Lemon? Because that's what it seemed like.
So I heard that narrative, and I don't talk to women behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I decided to do this, I told those ladies to cut their what you call it. I can be seen anywhere. I don't need to be seen on my own channel. Wherever I'm seen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm satisfied. So as long as it was
Okay.
on their channel and they kept it up, I was good with it. So it was their content,
Okay. But
and
but
they're
you
on
knew it
my
was
account.
gonna incite other type of content as well. Now
Oh, I
this,
knew it was going. I knew it was going to get the streets popping.
But you was right about that. Cause you sent what is her name, YTC, into a friend. Now I realize I might have cussed you out, but baby, you had her so mad she darn near start talking in a foreign language. Okay,
But why?
if she talked any faster and talked any more stuff about you, she was gonna be speaking her native language. All right.
But why?
I don't know though. I don't know. I honestly think she felt the way about it. I don't know if she felt the way about you not beating her. I mean, now
Okay.
this the flip side of it
Okay.
when it came to the YT. That was very different to me. I'm like, wow, she's really angry with him, right? And I'm thinking, you that mad about somebody else's situation? I'm like, I mean, I felt offended for the ladies, but baby, she went on and on forever. I'm thinking, girl,
And you have a history of going over and telling men, how
oh yeah,
dare
you
you
know
treat,
me. Oh yeah,
and how dare
I
you treat
love to
women
battle with
like
men more than women.
that.
I love to battle with men. That's my
So I
thing.
knew your, again, I'm from the black sector, and we
Yeah.
have close relationships with the manosphere. That you have been over in the black sector. Many of your content has come over, your
Oh yeah.
cursing out of jokers in the manosphere has come over. I know who you were. Like you
Yeah,
said,
I
you
know they
admitted we
respect me.
were.
You know what? You know what, Ghetto? They be trying to act like they don't respect me over there, but they know they do. Okay.
Oh, your boss is your voice is raw. I found you today because of sincere. So, what you call? I found you live today. I subbed up on my backup and my regular channel.
Well, thank you.
But no. I said Miss O, man, Miss O. She get the
Yeah,
close up with you.
but like I said, you trying to. I think you have seen the error of your ways, and I think you trying to, do your apology to it. Like I really don't think you thought about it on that level at first. You know what I
I
mean?
didn't
But I
think it was a
think you
big
feel it
deal.
in retrospect. Maybe
Yeah,
I haven't. Maybe I shouldn't have moved like that. You know what I mean?
especially when they accused me of not dating black women, and that's when I said, "Ooh."
Well, they say you don't date black women. I don't know if you do or not.
If a lady is Asian and black, and she was
Mm.
raised by a black dad in the black community, and she's only around black people, I can't see her as non-black. Now,
But she 50-50. I get what you're saying. Mm.
and
She in the
and
culture. That was your
and
wife though?
yeah, that was my last wife. My first wife was Jamaican,
Okay.
and so I don't know where that's not black. And this one is Afro Latina. Her dad is Dominican. Her mom is black.
Oh, okay. But you gotta be careful with okay, chat. Don't
I'm
turn
not
into
playing
a
with her.
passport, bro.
I'll be honest. I'm not playing. Oh no, come on. I met her in the States speaking English.
I heard about you being a passport, bro. But you know, out, child, woo, Lord have
Oh,
mercy. Okay.
I am rough on the Manosphere guys.
Mm,
I am
mm,
rough on the
mm,
Passport Bros. But
mm.
you and Cynthia G are the alternative too. Like I don't agree with y'all stance all the time either.
I
It's not
understand,
always
and I respect that. Absolutely.
so. I'm in the middle. I like healthy relationships. I haven't had. many long-term healthy relationships. At
Mm.
one point in time, all my
Well, take it
relationships.
from somebody that's been married for 30 years. Okay, uh, you have to be willing to compromise,
Big
ghetto.
time, big
You
time.
don't want to die alone. Okay, and you got to learn reciprocity. Okay, you know what that means? It means that
Reciprocity. Go ahead,
if
bro.
it means that if you give a little to the relationship, your woman to give a little to the relationship. But if you give a lot to the relationship, she will reciprocate and give a lot as well. And I don't mean money or anything like that. I mean emotionally, right? And
That is it.
as far as putting value on the relationship, it's dependent on you guys being willing to compromise and give more than just a little bit to the relationship. That brings about longevity. You know what I mean?
And although this young lady is a tad bit younger than me,
Oh
that's a tad.
Lord.
And well, I didn't. It wasn't a plan. It just happened.
How much
Uh,
younger?
and she perceived me. She's about
How
13
old
years.
is she?
She's 13 years younger than me.
Mm.
11 years younger than me.
But she grown.
She grown.
You
She
know,
got
she
kids.
grown. She grown. She grown. And then a lot of and mentally, women are more mature than men in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
Absolutely. So,
You know.
you know,
Yeah, she good and
I,
grown.
yeah, she definitely,
Mm.
she got a 26-year-old kid.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, she
She's
started very
absolutely
young.
good and grown. Okay.
She
But
started
like,
young.
but just, and then just I mean if you're really serious, I don't know if you're serious about it or not. But you know what I mean. Just start practicing reciprocity. You know what I mean. Don't because you ain't no spring chicken no more, man. And you don't want to die alone. The thing about men is when men start getting older, I realize that they fear death at the end of the day. I think that's why some of
Mhm.
y'all act like that. Well, at least that's what my husband said. And you want somebody to to take care of you, but you got to start bending a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Amen, sister.
That's when
And
it come to me and my husband. We child, we've been bending for years. Okay, it ain't easy.
well,
You know it
well,
ain't easy because you done been married.
I've been married twice. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh
So
Lord Jesus.
after the first one was my college sweetheart. You know, we all try to marry our college sweethearts to make some love.
Mm.
We stayed together for 26 years, and then
Wow.
I rushed into my second marriage,
Oh
and we weren't equally yoked. We didn't see
yeah.
life the same. I helped her raise her kids, but when the tough decisions were made, she would look at me and say, "Well, he's my kid." And I said,
Mm.
"But that's my money.
Oh,
You
that's not
about
good. Yeah.
Yeah." And I'm about to say, "But that's my money. You about to go take to spend on your kids."
Yeah. I get that.
So
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
pandemic, that's when I found the internet. And so
Yeah.
people was like, "Oh, he's a horrible husband." I was like, "No, but I'm not gonna tell her
Well,
business
no,
though."
I get where you coming from. That's why me or my husband, we don't have children. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
It
if
makes
he
it
would have
much
had
easier.
children when I met him, I would not have married him. And if I would
Right.
have had children, when I met him, I would not have married him because that is a whole another set of problems. Okay.
So this young lady, while she's amazing, beautiful, every checks all the boxes, she does have kids that are of an age where tough decisions need to be made. So
But are they grown? Are they all grown?
no, no, she has
Oh,
four kids, too old, too young.
okay.
So I'm gonna stay boyfriend girlfriend until she makes all those tough decisions because
Yeah.
I can't go down that road again.
I
So
understand. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I hope it works out for you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
I'm gonna
when
pour
it
into
comes
it.
to you two, just try to, let her know if you really want it to work. Just start, showing her that you really want it to work. You know what I mean?
I am.
Because
I'm gonna
times are
pour.
wasting.
I do pour into it. And the other one I hid YouTube from. This one I let her know, hey, by the way, I'm listening to YouTube. She's like, well, put it on loud. I don't want to participate, but I want to hear what you up to. I want to hear where your mind
Hmm.
goes. You do me like that.
Mm. Well,
And
my
she
husband
said,
don't like he don't like the internet just in general. He mean it certainly like I am. And I do all my YouTubing when he not in the house because he don't want to hear this shit. Just like I don't want to hear them goddamn saws and that wood whatever the hell he do out there in that shed.
What
So
he
he got
like?
his thing and I got mine. But the
Yeah,
two never meet. The two hobbies never intertwine with one another. Okay, and
yeah.
that's a little bit of compromise. That's a lot of compromise as well because when it comes to it's about compromise. You know what I mean? But when you got extra added stuff like kids, that's a lot.
It's a lot, and again, that was the basis for my last divorce. So I
Yeah,
don't want to. I want to make sure I don't rush into this. And I told her right off the bat. She was like, "What would be your hesitation about me?" I was like, "Your kids." And then she was
yeah,
like, "What
that's
do
a
you
and
mean?"
that's real. I'm glad you told her that up front. You know what I mean? I'm not even lying to you, cause I can't do it.
Yeah, I was like, "Because at some point you're gonna have to make a tough decision about your kids."
Yeah,
And the kid's father should be part of that tough decision making. And as the husband, I got to sit to the side. That didn't sit well with me the first time. If the decisions that impact the house I don't agree with, now
yeah,
I'm paying bills. I'm calling myself the man of this house, but I don't have say in certain decision
yeah,
making that didn't
yeah.
sit.
My niece had to deal with that with her now husband, but the Jabari, our oldest, my oldest great nephew, he in college now, but and he played football, and luckily, both, because she got a son by her husband, and then she got a son by her, the father of her first child, Jabari, right? And
Hmm.
so they had to learn to compromise to get along when it came to Jabari and the raising of Jabari, because she met her current husband when Jabari was 4 years old, right? And so, but over the years, they came to a compromise. I mean, they all cool now. They all, helped him with his, game and his future and all of this and all that. But like I told Brandy, girl, if you was petty, it could have went a different way.
Could have went
But
south.
by the grace of God, they get along with them decisions.
Amen. Amen.
And
Yeah,
I
I
really
told her
think my husband was kind of a mediator, if you will.
as things got rough, he would step in and say, "Listen, listen,
Yeah, he'd be
listen."
like, hold up. Cause my
Yeah.
husband, he a man of little words, but he mean what the fuck he say. He that kind of person.
Yep.
And
Those are the ones I'm
so he
scared
wasn't
of.
gonna take the petty.
I'm always scared of men who don't say a lot.
What a lot of people say that.
Yeah, well, if you're smart, you know, because if they start talking and you don't know how they feel. Some people don't say a lot, but you can read their face. So I'm like,
Exactly, right?
but if they stoic and don't say a lot, I'm like, yeah, that's not
Yeah, yeah.
somebody.
My husband, he grunt. He's like, you know
Uh
what I
huh.
mean? And if I'm
Hmm.
telling him something, it might take him a couple of days, cause that just means he got to think about it. And then he'll come back around and say what he got to say. But my daddy was like it, so I'm used to being like that. But what you
Ah,
don't do is you don't play with somebody like that.
not while they processing information. Mm-mm.
Right. And I used to
Mm-mm.
pick and pick and pick and pick. Oh Lord, it used to just be real bad. I don't even know how we was married this long. Do you hear me? We went through marriage counseling twice. And guess what, Ghetto? I am woman enough to say that both times we went through marriage counseling, it was my
It was
fault.
your fault. It was your fault
Yes, absolutely.
because he doesn't say much words, so he doesn't have to apologize a lot. By the time he says it, he means it.
But he real when he put his mind to something and he promised my daddy that he wasn't gonna leave me by myself, because I lost my parents, like you, all three, all of my elders are gone now. I'm the
Hmm.
eldest person in my family, but luckily, and I didn't even meet my husband on my own. My husband started working with my father, and my daddy started bringing him around. Okay,
Wow.
and so that's how we. I didn't even like him at
Wow.
first. Like I was really jealous of him because I felt like he was spending too much time with my daddy and
With your
whatnot. But
dad. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
felt the way, until I walked in that shed one day and he had. You remember when them guys used to wear the long blue jean shorts, like in the
yes,
'90s, with the
yes.
white beaters,
We call them jorts.
baby. When I say I walked in that shed one day
They
and
touch
that
our.
man had that on with that cool water cologne. You remember cool water cologne,
Yes, I do.
baby? That okay. That was it. I was like,
And,
well,
and
that was right.
our jeans, we might as well have had on jeans. They came all the way down to our calves.
I swear. That was so sexy to me with them Nikes on. I was
Them
like,
things
man,
was,
man, okay.
them joints was hot as hell this summer. Now I'm happy to have my. I came to the golf course the other day because I don't know if you noticed I picked up some weight since my last. I've been happy with this girl, right? So
Yeah.
my boys was like, "Oh, you got on the hoochie daddies."
Mm-mm.
They was still 3 inches from my knee.
Lord, you a mess. But yeah, man, it'll be all right though. Just and then as far as this YouTube thing, you know what I
well,
mean. Don't make that the center of y'all relationship. You know what I
well,
mean?
that was important. I told her the other day. I said, "Listen, I did
Yeah,
some foolishness. I wouldn't play with some women
mm,
and act like I was gonna meet them. I really had no intention on meeting them or spending no time. And so now you're gonna hear about that the next couple of days. I don't want to be hiding it from you." So she just
yeah.
looked at me like, "You better know what you're doing, because if you mess up by me, I'm letting you know now. I'm
Yeah, but
gone."
don't disrespect your woman like that. You know what
No,
I
no.
mean? Don't do that. I would never. You got people say they got husbands, then they got online husbands. Say they got boyfriends, then they got online boyfriend. I would never disrespect my marriage like that. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't care if it's online or not. I
Yeah.
don't care if my husband is on the internet or not. I'm not disrespecting my marriage, like that because some things are sacred. You know what I mean? And
So that's
so
what.
don't disrespect your woman like that.
So that's what I did. Do that to my last. You. Oh, you know Candy Cartel, please. You and Candy. I've been listening to you and
Yeah,
Candy have many conversations.
I know, Candy.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I did that with Candy. She was my
Mhm.
troll wife, and when
Mhm.
my ex found out about it, that's what she always used against me. And I just went with it because I knew it was bigger issues, but I just let
Yeah.
that be my reason. Because sometimes when people wrong, and if
Yeah.
they
But deep
had enough,
down, you seem like you a good guy. And
I
like I said,
am.
you getting older. And I don't like for especially black men. My daddy told me this a long time ago that a man needs somebody to take care of him, right? And so while you still around and you still mobile and you still the head of the household and you in good shape and good condition and stuff, find you somebody to grow old with, okay?
I promise myself, and I promise you, I'm never cursing black women out again. You saw when everybody went off on me. I ain't call
Yeah, it
nobody
was
no.
you was out of order. You know what I mean? Like you was out of
Yeah,
order. And then I think you the type of because I really think you got a good heart after talking to you. But
I
nigga,
do.
you too old to be succumbing to peer pressure. Okay?
I did, I like to troll too much. So because I get a little
Mm-hmm.
bored because she raising
Yeah,
kids, and I need to give her school started. I need to give her space. So when I'm here in this apartment by myself, which I'm not used to because I've been married, shoot, I've been married. I'm 54 years old, and so
right.
I've been married 37 years, 36 years.
Yeah, you used to somebody, you used to taking care of somebody, and you used to take somebody taking care of you. That's reciprocity, right?
Yep,
And but try, but if you think you really want to be with this woman right here, just give her the space that she need. Number one, with her kids, okay.
I do.
But you also have to let her know that look, you know what I mean. I have to have some respect too. I have to have respectfully. I have to have some say so too, because that is a part of me being the head of household. I'm not trying to come between the relationship that your kids have with their father. But if I'm going to be taking care of them as well as him, and I don't know if both of y'all are taking care of them, if you're the only one taking care of them monetarily, but you do have a right to have a say, you know.
All right.
And that's just the way I feel about it.
All righty. I will promise to do that, and I'm gonna try to calm this trolling down. But I do enjoy sitting next to Lemon and supporting him. It's
Lord.
funny how much. Yeah, no, he gets a lot of heat, and he really is a majority of the content. Hopefully, somebody will
I mean, he
step back
said it,
up,
but Ghetto, he said he was the content, so okay.
be the content, huh?
The nigga said he was the content. Don't get mad because people is taking you up on it. You said you was the content, so you the content. Okay.
Let's do it,
We
Miss O.
expect for you to continue being the content. Come on now.
Miss O, I appreciated this conversation. I definitely wouldn't
Okay.
want to come up on your platform and disrespect you. I'm glad it went well because you know how you can
Yeah.
be sometimes.
Yeah, well, honey, I don't hold grudges. I'm just glad I have seen you trying to rectify the situation,
Yeah,
and so that's a good thing. And I think like that you be succumbing to peer pressure, and I imagine
yeah,
it's easy to do on the internet. So when it comes to men, do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
And but child, don't be doing all that. It's not a good look because
I'm
you're
out to
only
be.
gonna end up having to do what you're doing right now is which try to walk it back. Cause see, sometimes get up if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. And I don't think you want to be seen as like a he-man black woman hater, right? I really don't
No,
think you want to be seen that way.
not after I raised four girls, black girls with college degrees, and they
Yeah,
have to
and
pay the
yeah,
brunt.
yeah, you get and oh my God, the way you talk about your daughter, I think that is awesome. And you got a grandbaby, right?
Got a grandbaby. I got a grandson and a granddaughter, both born in 2025.
Look at God. Boy, that is a
Yeah,
blessing. Okay,
yeah.
that is a
So I
blessing. I'm
definitely
not even
wasn't
gonna lie
leaving.
to you.
I
Yeah.
definitely wasn't leaving my grandchild to go hang out with Room Shaker. I
And
should have just left her.
hey, I respect that. Hey, look, we go through so much with these kids, and we ain't got no kids, but I got a lot of. The Lord blessed us with a lot of nieces and nephews,
Nieces
and
and
a lot of
nephews.
great nieces and nephews. And so, I know what you mean. Hey, family first.
Yes, ma'am.
Family is always first, no matter what. At the end of the day, and it seemed like you realize it. So good on you for raising your babies and getting them through, school. It's hard for black people in this world, man.
Very hard, and
And
that's
so
why.
good, big on you for being a father, because it's a lot of men out here, black, white, blue, and green, that are not fathers at all, and they don't have no relationships with their kids. So big up to you for being there for your kids. I respect that.
Absolutely, and big up for you for being the voice of reason for our community. I appreciate you
Oh
much.
well, thank you. I don't know about that, but thank you.
Even though you do it in your own way,
I
there's
do,
a rhyme or reason you got for it.
I do. But guess what, Ghetto?
What's up,
It's
baby?
10 times worse offline.
Yes, we're. Oh, how you are offline?
Yes, this is the
I'm
watered down version, Ghetto. It really is.
I'm the opposite. I'm pretty easygoing in real life,
Yeah, it
which is
seemed
why
like you are. Yeah, it do. It seemed like you are. But I got hell in me by way of my grandmama, okay?
you got it from the fire and brimstone. You got it from the
Yes,
bottom.
God. Because my grandmama was no damn joke. You hear me?
That's because we was raised by old school grandmothers, man. I bet
Yes,
she spent a lot
God.
of time in church, didn't she?
You better tell it. She was a bona fide Christian woman, but she
Yes,
would cuss your ass out from the tip top of your head to the bottom of your
yes,
feet and make you feel
yes.
so bad.
And then sit in church on Sunday with her church hat on and not even think about
Mother of the church. White stockings and white nurse uniform and all, baby.
it.
Okay, be giving you the death stare the whole time.
Well,
She
let
be
me
giving
get
you
back.
that stare. Huh?
No, go ahead. She said you said she'd be giving you that stern look.
Oh, yeah, like you better not. That stare. You better
Yep.
not even think about
Well, let me get
it.
back to this job of mine, like you told me to do the other day.
All right. All right. You have a
I
good day.
missed
And thanks
up.
for
I
coming up. I
appreciate you, baby.
appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Bye,
Bye bye.
baby.
Bye bye. Well, y'all, I guess that's all we got right here. Um, uh, maybe Ghetto done learned learn this lesson. Y'all heard what the man had to say, and I'm gonna get off of here. Okay. Oh my God, your nephew. Yeah, he in college. Yes. What he just brushing his waves kind of be. Yeah, this is first year. Let me tell y'all something though, cause y'all know I don't be telling my family business. But August 30th, Saturday, August 30th, honey, it is a big day around here. Cause I know I told y'all my boy played ball. And August 30th gonna be a big day around here, okay? I was like, Lord have mercy. It took him forever to commit to a school, but he finally committed to one. Yeah, we just gonna see how ooh Lord, we gonna see them some big old boys he playing with, but he a big old boy too. So my God today. All right, we're gonna have to see. I've been kind of stressed out. They better not hurt my back. Oh Lord, they're gonna have to hear from the oracle if they hurt my back. They're gonna have to hear from the dragon, okay? Oh, cause I would drag her out that cave. But anyway, we gonna see. But anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Like I enjoyed it. I didn't realize we stayed on here over 2 hours. It was a lot said today. I hope y'all got something out of this. I was happy. Thank you, Brian, for coming up. Thank you, This Heat, for coming up. And thank you, Ghetto Intellect, for coming up. I hope I shared some gems with everybody and made something make sense, or at least gave, them and you guys something to consider, because it's always the goal here. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, this was a long one for me today, but I'm ready to get off of here. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. I hope I made it to over 100 likes. I'm sure I did because, honey, this was a long video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you came in late, please be part of the replay gang, honey. You guys be careful on these YouTube streets and out in the world. Stay hydrated because it's hot. It's August and it's still very hot, okay? And let me get off of here. Like I said, I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a nice day. Bye bye. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to be part of the replay game. Thank y'all.